Boo check Chuffy, I'm back. Hi, you're with Scott. I'm Ganji Kid. It's midnight. It's always midnight. It's actually 9:18 in the PM GMT. I'm Grave Kipper. It's midnight. It's always midnight. This is Ganji Kid. It's streaming. Streaming. Live. Streaming. So. I'm in a bad mood now, I'll tell you that. I'm in a bad mood. I haven't had my dinner. I'm leaving that for later now. Not hungry for it now. Just went out walking the dog. Gonna play Genshin Impact again. It's the second time today. Gonna play Genshin Impact. Gonna do the Inazuma story quests. Gonna go back to the place that I feel happy. Tell you quickly, the shit report. The shit report. Which is that the dog did like squits, and it's an issue. And there's all this fucking bright, yellow, luminous, fibrous material in it. I'm no idiot. I know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at tennis ball exterior coming through my dog's backside. I mean, I've got to be out there with a plastic bag picking it up off the chuffing pavement, bear in mind. It's making a mess. I've got a tissue trying to... double cross. I pulled out one of the dog poo bags, put my hand in it, like, you know, invert, put my hand in it, and it's all wet inside. I know, what is this? Someone's been using it to pick berries or something, and they thought, let's save that bag and use it for a dog poo bag later. It's got all like berry residue. I hope it's berry residue. You know what the like? It must be berry residue because it turned the tissues bright pink. Look, anyway, I'm trying to clean up the pavement with dog poo on it in bright orange stuff, and so I know where this stuff has come from. It's come from tennis balls, and he's not allowed tennis balls to sit and eat. He's not allowed that. I had the family over this week during the process, and I've got him a great big. In the past, I bought him. It's like a great big football-sized tennis ball. It's a big one. He really loves it. He goes mad for it, but he can't have it on his own because he'll tear the stuff. I've gone and found it. It's half torn to bits. He's been eating that. That's really bad for him. It can really do danger. You know, that can do serious problems to a dog's insides. So the things that that can do, it's more than a bad bummy, that can do problems to you, eating that tennis ball. And what's annoyed me the most is I've discovered it as it's come out of his back end. No one said to me, oh, by the way, we left the dog with the tennis ball thing and it's ripped it up and it's eaten it, that's an issue, you should be taken to the vet. Like, none of that. So if he's had a problem and it's done something to his insides, it's too late now. Now I'm picking it out of his back end. Like, it's too late now. So I just got to cross my fingers, and most likely, yeah, it will just pass through. You know, a year from now, he's not going to be having any repeat problems, I hope. Well, you never know. Maybe there's a little bit of tennis ball fluff that never leaves his tummy and causes an abscess and, like, you know, causes a long-term problem that we end up dealing with later. I don't know, and I wouldn't have known because no one would have fucking told me. And on top of it, the thing that makes me the most cross is the people who have done this, the people who have left him with the tennis ball to the point where it's ripped to bits and he's obviously eating it. The irresponsible people are the people that raised me. And it reminds me of when I was a kid and, like, they were not necessarily the most responsible of parents sometimes, Marrow. And it makes me angry. It makes me double angry. Like, the responsible thing is, once it's happened and you found the tennis ball and it's been ripped to bits, you say, look, this has happened. Watch Marrow because this has happened. Not keep it a secret. Don't tell anyone. I've known the dog's had the squits for the last 2 days. What's been going on with his squits? Well, now I fucking know. It's been going on for days. Like, and now, like, on top of that, right? And I'm having a right moan about my family situation. You know, fucking. On top of that, though, now I must say to someone, how long has he been at that tennis ball? When did that happen? And they'll say, oh, I did it probably yesterday. I don't know. I didn't do it. You should throw that tennis ball away. Like, you should throw. What the fuck? Like, I just need to know when he ate it. I can't get a straight answer out of no one. People are drunk now this evening. It just annoys me. The pissing irresponsibility of it all. And then to leave me to clean up the shit off the street. It's me that's cleaning up the shit off the street. It's me that's going to be cleaning up after this little dog all weekend and worrying after his tummy. It's me that's going to be, you know, watching him now, hoping he perks up. I mean, just... So that's made me cross. That's frankly just made me really cross. And I can't take it out on anyone Like, I can't ring up my mom and be like, oh, you're irresponsible. Like, how well does that work? It just fucking, you know, I've had to ring her up to find out some of the information, and it just annoys me. Like, how do you pass on these feelings? This has been like an issue I've had in my life. How do I pass on these feelings of discontent? How do I alleviate myself from them when the realities are that other people are not pulling their weight when it comes to... Like, I don't mind if some people don't do the vacuuming, or like, you know, I'm like that. I don't pull my weight with the chores. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like on at people to pull their weight. But when it comes to dealing with responsibilities for another living being, like making sure the dog's not so sick it needs to go to the hospital, like, not because people's dogs die from eating tennis ball fluff. That's a fact. People have serious complications with their dogs and the tennis ball fluff. So to do that to me and then to not tell me about it, to keep it a secret because you've caught the dog with the tennis ball, all the fluff's everywhere or inside him, the tennis ball's ripped to bits, we'll hide that. We'll hide that. We won't say anything about it to anyone. We'll hide that. Like, what's the fucking thinking there? What kind of fucking grown-up are you? Do you know what I mean? Like, so that's got right on my tits. It's got right on my tits. And, like, you have to bear in mind, I'm thinking these thoughts while I'm scrubbing the pavement of dog shit. Because he's not doing a normal poo. He's doing a fibrous tennis ball, and now my fucking dancing thing won't work properly on the screen, you fucking knob. So you can feel my mood. It's not a good look for stream. I don't know why I jumped straight on. I should have done some meditating or something. This is where I'm gonna feel better. This is where I'm gonna, you know, alleviate those feelings. Not after. At the end of the day, they can't be dealt with. Like, other people are not going to sort themselves out. Other people around me are not going to like change their lifelong behaviour patterns, are they? Oh, it's just going to get worse. It's tiresome and a burden as well, because you think that you can leave the dog with people. You think you can trust people to take him for a walk, or like, you know, it turns out you can't, and they're the people that raised you. So it's tiresome. It's tiresome. Yeah, so this is the place that I'm going to feel better, apparently. Going to be having a good time. Going to be getting that. I just got to distract myself from it. I've just got to not, you know, go over it and over it in my head, because there's no winning, is there? There's no victory in that. It's just we've all lost. The dog's poorly. I've got to hope that I don't have to take him to the vet. It's too late to take him to the vet, even if that was going to be an issue. Because it's like obviously a day or two ago that he's eaten this tennis ball. I'll never know exactly when he ate the tennis ball, because no one will give me a straight answer. And so yeah, I've got to move on from that. In the future, say, I'm sorry, but I can't leave the dog here, or like, you know, there's no point in reminding people of things either. Like, I've reminded people, do not give the dog these tennis balls. Like, there's not like a conversation that has not been had. Why am I dying of electricity now? Can that not just fuck off? I don't want to do that, thanks. Yeah, I can't. There's nothing I can do to fix it. I just got to hope that the dog's not as... Like, the main thing is I don't want the dog to be poorly, and all weekend now I've got to go scrubbing the pavements of dog shit. I'll go walking him. He's going to be up at 5 in the morning needing to go out again, and like... You know, it's all someone else's fault, and now I've got to deal with it, so... I've got to try and cheer up. Try and cheer up. And I'll probably, you know, if you're coming to this stream and you want to watch and enjoy a bit of Genshin Impact, you're like, who's this angry chuffer? Angry video game chuffer. He's a chuffer. I'm not a chuffer, they're doing it to me, you know? Streamer has meltdown over dog shit. Streamer has meltdown. I didn't jump off. Streamer has meltdown over... Oh, I've jumped off now and I'm in this now.
No, my sword.
Dog shit meltdown. Anyone for tennis? Anyone for tennis? Question mark. Streamer has meltdown over dog.
You can't run. Witness the power of
irresponsible dog
Shiver.
parenting.
Into the fire.
Streamer has meltdown over family's inability to behave like grown-ups. And like, I'm no special one. Yeah, I'm no special one, but I don't fucking cause other people loads of fucking problems. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, but oh, but you bought the tennis balls for the dog. Oh, I bought this big tennis. Yeah, I did buy a big tennis ball for the dog. And then I had to tell everyone, make sure he doesn't have that. Don't leave it there. Like, don't put it out. Watch him with that. Like, how has it happened? It's not happened on my watch, and then they've hid it from me. They hid it from me. Xavier, they hid it from me. So it's like I've got to be angry, like when I discover it, because I'm not an idiot, yeah? This is the thing, I'm not an idiot, so when I discover that they've been, it's like, so now, like my family have been doing things that endanger my dog's life. It's irresponsible, you've got all that, but now they've been lying to me deliberately, like concealing it from me behind my back, because they know it's going to make me cross. And I'm going to say, do you think we should take him to the vet? Look how much he's eaten. This is an issue, you know, all that. They don't want to deal with that, so they've just decided, right, I'll just keep it a secret. And then if I didn't see that in the dog's poo, you know, if that hadn't been the case, if I took him to the woods instead of the roads, then they might have got away with it. And then how many other things in my life do they do like that they just get away with? Like, it's like constant, like, I've grown up like that, haven't I? I've dealt with that. So it brings back all these feelings of like anger and frustration. And then what do I have to do with them? I've still not got that sorted in my life. You know, what to do with those feelings about that. Because like the people who do these things don't take responsibility, and that's what's making me angry. So like I can't make them take responsibility. And when they do it, doesn't like it's not oh brilliant, great. I'd rather I'll tell you what, I'd rather they didn't do it in the first place. I'd rather they didn't do those sort of fucking things in the first place.
That all you got?
Judgment. So you know your stuff, huh?
Looks like
So what I do is I tell them.
Lights out. Rain outlines your
I tell them specifically, don't do this. Like, here's the thing, that dog and that tennis ball, do not give that dog that tennis ball, he'll eat it. Oh, I'm taking the dog down the park. Oh, that's cool. Are you taking those tennis balls? Hang on. Don't take those tennis balls, he'll eat them. Oh no, it's alright, it's fine. Right, yeah, alright.
No, my sword! Yeah! Let me weave you a verse.
So I've done that, I've done my bit.
Judgment!
shouldn't get careless.
Shiver!
And if anything, right, they're angry at me for bringing it up with them. They're angry at me. Well, you should have thrown that tennis ball away. Then you should have. Why? But you. They're angry at me for bringing it up with them, for spoiling their evenings drinking with the dog sick. Well, what's wrong with him? He's pulling out all this tennis ball. I found the tennis ball in the house. It's all ripped to bits.
Time to act.
If anything, they've turned that back on me. Right, well, you should have... Right, well, you should... What do you want me to do? Do you want to take him to the vet? Like, what the fuck? Well, I don't want to have an argument about it. I just want to know, like, if there's any more tennis ball, when he ate it, how much he ate. Oh, well, I'm not gonna give you a straight answer. Now you've been going on about it for 15 minutes on stream. So I'm starting to smile now. At least I'm starting to laugh. But I do have this problem. Like, how do I mean, I'm sure maybe this is something we share, you know, humans. How do you deal with these frustrations that you can't fix? I know the correct answer really from Mental Health Monday is that you distract yourself.
Body and mind.
Like, you accept that there are things you can't fix. You have to let it go. Let it go. What does that mean? You distract yourself, you move on, you look at it from a different perspective, another point of view a few days later, and you're not actually as angry. Maybe, or something. I don't know how I can, like, feel like just closing that door. Just not having, like it's so, it adds up to these increasing, hello Juzzy, hello capital K, it adds up to these increasing, I'm a poo watch, yeah, I'm on poo watch. It adds up to these increasing, I don't know if you have this in your life with your families, I'm sure we all have family frustrations, but like, it adds up to this increasing thing where, like, I can't be angry at them because it just makes it worse. They don't take responsibility or, like, act in any form of contrition, and if they did, it's not going to make it better. Like, and like, I feel like I don't want this to happen again. But then what? Okay, well then just fucking leave and never talk to your family again. Oh, that's fixed it then. That's fixed it for me. That's great then. Like, maybe it would be nice. And there's the dog barking. I've got to open the back door now in case he needs to go out and shit. Yeah, maybe the right answer is that they need to pull their shit together, not do these things. It's a bit late for that, and it won't. You know, you've got to accept that it's going to happen. So next time the dog eats something that might kill him, and they secretly don't tell me for a number of days, and leave me to find out at the back end, like, oh, that's happened again. So, like, I don't know. I don't have answers for it. That's the problem. There's no answers for this shit, is there? There's no answers for this shit, but I need it to not happen. So I talk about it with them. Like, I'm open to talking. Remember, you got to talk about these things, and I just get a negative response. And
It was on a deserted moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair.
Shut up, book boy. And it's all that makes me want to close this door and just be in a little room on my own and not talk to anyone. I can't deal with it. These people are not going away. They're going to keep doing it to me all my life. Every time, like, you forget it and move on and, like, you know, let it go and all that. And then it comes around again where they do something again. And, like, they're the people that raised me. Alright, Xavier. We haven't quite collected the data we need. It's going to take more time. It's taken this opportunity to think about the structure of the emergency purifier. What's that? A last minute trick is pulled. According to our previous discussions, we must deal with a two-pronged problem, the Fatui and the Tatarigami within. I trust you'll be able to deal with the Fatui. My part in this, therefore, is to deal with the Tatarigami energy. The emergency purifier is a device I have purpose-built for that task. However, I'm going to need your help to complete it. In what way? I need some special materials. Alright, crystal marrow. No, I need the crystal marrow. What conundrum? I think the correct answer here, capital K, is that I'm not, like, financially well off enough to say, well, fuck it, I'll just live in my own house and then I'll not deal with you. You know, if I need someone to look after my dog, I'll just get someone responsible to look after my dog. The correct answer is, if I ever worry about anything happening, I cannot leave it in the hands of these people, because they might fucking, you know, like, if I was, let's say I was running a business, yeah, and I'm like, where's the dog? Like, it's some, like, oh, I don't know, like, what's going on with it? Like, for this exact situation, I found the fucking tennis ball. He's eating it. He's eating half this tennis ball. You've given it to him. He's eating it. You've took it off him because obviously that's an issue. He's got bad tummy. He's going on the squits. You know that's happening. That's an issue. You haven't said it to me. You've hidden the tennis ball. I've found it. I've had to deal with all this stuff. Now you've got the sack. Like, that's you got the sack. We don't gonna, like, I'm not gonna have you dealing with these things anymore. No more you walking the dog. No more you, like, you know, can't trust you. In terms of, like, not, you know, I can't trust you to be responsible and tell me the honest truth about the things you've done that are mistakes. So, like, that's fucked. But I've already know that. That's my life. Like, so, what do you do? You can't, I could just say, right, fuck it, you know, I'll just move out and I'll just talk to you on social occasions and not, like, you know, involve my family in my life, or not be involved in my family's lives. But I don't think that's, like, you cat, you can stop being a dickhead. I don't think that's the answer, is it? And it's not even an option to me. I don't even have options like that. I'm not Elon Musk, you know. And it would be nice if they'd just not do these things to me. I wouldn't even mind if he'd eaten the tennis ball. Like, that happened to me. That's how I know it happens. Like, the dog eats things sometimes if you're not watching him quick enough. But it's the lying to me and the hiding it from me and the knowing he's got tummy troubles and saying to me, watch that dog, he's got tummy troubles. You know, he's got a bit of the script, right? And then me thinking, oh, I wonder why he's got tummy troubles. And I was having the conversation with them. I wonder, was he eating something funny? I even said, you know, I took him to the woods the other day, maybe he ate something there. No, it couldn't have been that. Well, no, they know it couldn't have been that because they know what it fucking was. You know, it just wouldn't fly, would it? You'd sack these people. But your family, you just have to deal with it, don't you? You have to, and I have to deal with these feelings and not present them to them as, hello, I'm angry at you. You've disappointed me. Because to them that's irrelevant. Because if that was relevant, they wouldn't have done it. Like, you know, there's no fixing these people, is there? Yeah. What a conundrum. Cat, can you stop being an idiot as well? We'll have two cats not being idiots now. Now the cats are fighting. I'm not having the cats fight. If you even... Omar, Omar! Omar! I'm telling you. Right, you have to go out. Go on. Go on. Everyone's trying to get up my arse today. Now, after this, everyone's trying to get up my arse. Like... I don't enjoy scrubbing. Like, on the dog walk, there was a couple of lads, one was out on his bike and the other one was going for a run. There were a couple of little girls out on their front garden playing tents or whatever. You know, it was a nice evening. And then halfway round, I had to get down on my hands and knees with some tissue paper and plastic bags trying to clean dog shit off the street. I shouldn't have to live like this. I'm a moaning bastard. 22 minutes of me moaning about this, bearing in mind. 22 minutes. Imagine if something serious... I mean, that was... To me, it is serious. To me, it is serious. That could have killed the dog. And if you know you've seen he's got the tummy problems, and I'm there, you know, wonder what it could have been. Was he eating this and, you know, and all that. To me, it is serious. You look it up on the internet. I'm going to look it up on the internet now. I'm going to prove it to myself. I can't go on. I know that my heart will go on. Dog eaten tennis ball fluff. Yeah? It wasn't like, this was a big, like, I'll show you this. Giant tennis. I could go and get the actual fucking tennis ball and show you, couldn't I? Giant tennis ball. No, it's not just a normal tennis ball. It's oh, well, this is good. You've got no context, have you, in these little pictures? It looks the same as any other tennis ball. You've got no context. You need to know how big that is. You need to see something next to it. There's someone's hand on it, look. It's a giant tennis ball. Yeah, it's like a big tennis... Like, it's not just a little tennis ball we're talking about. We're talking about one of these things. So it's like carpeted with this material. It's not just a little bit of fluff he's eaten. He's eaten the whole, like, half side of it. It looked like. It's quite a lot he's eaten, in my opinion. Yeah? Like, quite a lot, in my opinion. Maybe a patch about so big. Maybe, like, you might say the size of an eye patch. A pirate's eye patch. Maybe that amount of material. And that's not good, right? Because dog eating tennis ball fluff. The fluffy stuffing seems harmless on the surface. This is stuff from a toy, but when it's ingested by your puppy, it can lodge in the stomach and cause an intestinal obstruction, which can be fatal. Obviously, he's not got a full obstruction because he's doing the squits. Like, he's not pooing out a nice solid poo. You know, I'm having to describe the dog's pooing now, which is a bit horrible, sorry, but it can be fatal. You know, I'm worried about what's going on in his tummy. Why is he eating the fuzz? Some of them eat bullshit, alright? Can dogs eat fluff from toys? How about a yes? If your dog passes any sort of fluff through its system, it should avoid eating it, since it increases the likelihood of the potential to catch it. I don't know what that means. Oh, this isn't a very good website for the answers, is it? Pet Guru. This is Reddit. No, actually, the thing is as well, I bought him a ball with no shit on it. I bought him balls that he can play with no shit on them. So I don't have to be doing this. No one needed to give him this ball. It was something I'd specifically warned them about. Why am I getting not the answer? Because Google would give you your dog's going to die. Won't it? In most cases, the fuzz will just pass through the digestive tract and you'll see it in the feces. But if you have a small dog, it's worth contacting your vet just to be safe. While the fuzz isn't digestible, it's usually broken up into smaller pieces. So they're saying just in case contact the vet. They're not even that worried. Obviously everyone else wasn't worried. It's only me that's worried, isn't it? No one told me. It's that stuff, look, it looked like that. Ripped the ball off like that. Risk of bowel obstruction. So I don't like that, I don't like the concept. Find out how much was eaten, yep, call your vet. Well, we haven't done that, we've let it pass entirely through his system without me even being told. Follow your vet's instructions, we can't because we didn't call them. It can cause vomiting and discomfort. Oh, if they eat the whole ball. That's an issue. If you eat the whole ball, yeah. Monitor-induced vomiting, we're not doing that. Consider surgery. If you have, like, we're not considering surgery on this dog, but, you know, it's an issue, isn't it? Dog ate tennis ball fuzz. It'll pass through the digestive tract. You could ask the vet. Okay, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but at least I know he's not going to die. But it was one of those giant tennis balls. It's just not on, is it? No, I have to watch this to make me happy now. I have to watch this. Play after the advert. You get the full advert with this, because we're not even going to have seconds of it. I'm not even going to let seconds of it play, but you've got the full advert on this. The full works. Because it's a popular video on the old YouTube, so you get the full advert. They've started putting adverts on the shorts now. They got all the views going, so they could sell them to the advertising revenue people, and then they put the adverts on them. Why are you? Okay, that's enough of that, but, you know, you have to try and cheer me up somehow. Today's stream has been sponsored by, hello. Eating a tennis ball increases the chances of catching the next tennis ball by 20%. Science. Create a vegan tennis ball. Oh, I could do that. That would be fine, yeah. I make the ball fuzz yellow dyed coconut. That's Petrus. That's actually not a bad idea, is it, actually? Make an edible tennis ball. like make it out of edible material. So if your dog does eat it, no problem. It's just edible, isn't it? Like, you know, you don't encourage the dog to eat it, but make them out of benign materials that the dog can digest. Not a bad shout. I got a better solution. Let the dog play with the tennis ball, but be a grown-up about it and play with him. And if you see him eating it, stop him. And if you don't just like give him the tennis ball and then sit down and watch Coronation Street. That's not the. It's not like he's busy, so I can get on with what I want to do. That's not how you deal with, like, it's the same with children, which is why it makes me angry. Because I was a child. No, it's I don't know, like, it's the negligence. Yeah, alright. There's another business idea. So we've got edible tennis balls for dogs, and we've got, from last stream, we've got the dick stick. So we've got 2 business ideas there now. I just thought you could make a lipstick in the shape of a dick, and you could call it the dick stick, and that'd just be funny in itself. I mean, they're nearly in the shape of a dick anyway. So why not? You know, just forget it. Just thought there's an art idea. No one's carving lipsticks, are they? No one's carving lipsticks, so when you twist the thing and it comes up and it's like a little clever sculpture. They should be doing that. Carving lipsticks. I just feel like I've ruined the stream because I've done 30 minutes of me moaning. I'm coming round now. I'm starting to come round. No, I don't drink anymore. I've got no alcohol to, you know, I can't crack a beer and be like, just forget it. Let's have 2 beers and a game of pool. Anyway, tell me about the football. You know, I can't like, you know, I have to deal with the feelings head on. Sort of let them settle, and so I should have done it off stream. I thought I'd just switch on. I couldn't have my dinner. I was too cross, so I thought I'd just come on stream and it'd cheer me up. I mean, it does. I am. It is. But I kind of think I worry about the things on the content putting people off, and me moaning about dog shit for an hour and a half. 30 minutes. Me moaning about dog shit for 30 minutes is probably not. Like, if it's the first time here and you're like, oh, let's have a look at this video on YouTube maybe, and you start it up, and then, who's this chuffer? I don't like his attitude. Being mean about his parents. They've done everything they can do in their power to bring him up, and they've tried their hardest, and they do a lot for him, so he shouldn't be callous about them just because they made a mistake with the dog. You know, that's what goes on in my head about me thinking this anyway. I should iterate that, shouldn't I? The reason I can't really ring up, like, my mom or my dad or anyone like that and give them any shit about anything, really, is because, like, you know, they're just humans who had difficult lives themselves and did their best under the conditions that were, you know, going on in their lives, maybe. And, like, you know, I'm not, like, actually angry at them. It's just I'd prefer it if they'd tell me things instead of keeping them secret. That's the worst bit for me. And it has that knock-on effect of, like, how'd you go from there? Where'd you go from there? Like, trust issues. Good one. Thanks. Thanks for my trust issues. And I'm going on about it again, but I'm just like I said, these days I have to let these things work through, so. But I do that every stream. Finish him. Finish him. Yeah. These are my streams. I used to have a therapist and that was £40 an hour, but now I've got a stream and sometimes people tip me. So it's similar stuff. I don't get as many insights, but I can do it a lot more often, and it's less expensive. Therapy sesh. Having a good moan. Gravekipper and Xavier have been locked in conversational silence for a while now. They've been locked in a sort of conversational silence for a while, staring into each other's eyes. The winds of Inazuma casually blowing by, Xavier's ponytail gently listing against his shoulders as they heave and swabble with his breath. Gravekipper here admiring his Michael Jackson hat. Michael Jackson's got a hat just like that. In truth, the secret of the famed jade steel is that a special method is used to add... I've just remembered he wanted fucking crystal marrow. I've just remembered he wanted crystal marrow. I cannot be serious, can they? I bet if he only wants 3, we're alright. If he wants any more than 3, we're going to have an argy-bargy, because I need them for character ascension. The special method in question is a trade secret. I don't need to know the secret. I just need to know what you want from me. The crystalline ore can be found nearby. Please help me contain 3 chunks. They're listening to me. The coders in Hoyoverse, right? In Mio Hoyoverse or whatever. I swear, they watch this stream and they listen to me. Because I've got tips for them. I'm always coming up with tips. Tips. Scott Stop tips. Always coming up with tips from them, aren't I? I'm always telling them what I think of the game, and they're experiencing their game through the eyes of a new player, and I'm talking about it the whole way, so they're watching me. It's worth it for them. For them, it counts as work. There's somebody at Mihoyoverse, like probably an unpaid intern or something, but their job is to, you know, do this sort of stuff, and they're watching me and they're saying, look, I'm working. Research, mate. Writing it down. I'm writing it down. He's got tips, this one. Comes out with some tips. Scott's Top Tips, he calls them. Scott's Top Tips. Fucking give me a fucking character without me having to wish for it, mate. Put it on a system where I can work towards it, like, incrementally. Scott's Top Tips. Get that researcher out of here. Talking about getting rid of the wish system. Get him out of here. Stupid researcher. Who's unpaid intern anyway. Alright. Don't get him out of here then. Just put him in a different department. We need tea made. Everyone always needs tea being made. Anyway, look, so Scott's Top Tips, they were listening to me and they thought it was going to be 30 chunks, but now it's only 3. 3 chunks. Because I said 3 chunks, didn't I? It's 3 chunks. Yep. Alright. I'll just give you them right now then, you divhead. Look, I got 45, so I was 10 was going to be too much, but 3. Go on then. 3. Thank you, he says. That's the structure. So now we need the beacons to collect the data. Once that data's on hand, he'll make a few tweaks. And once all's ready, he's going to put a decisive end to the incident. So my adventure rank is not going up anymore because I'm over the limit. But we tried to ascend it last stream and it didn't work, so I'm not tough enough because of my artifacts. What does this mean? Are we not done? Are we... What do you mean, wait for the beacons? I'm here to do a big weekend of Inazuma. If you mean I can't get on... It's one of these, isn't it? It's one of these time things where you've got to wait another 24 hours before you can do any more. I bet it is, isn't it? Oh my god. Like, after all this dog poo I've cleaned up off the street and bits of felt that I've picked out my dog's bum, I'm going to have to... Now Genshin Impact's going to kick me one in the nuts as well. Where's it gone? Where's my world quest gone? That's the chasm. Hang on. This. Ancient ruins. I'm a bit confused. To be honest, I'm a bit confused, but ancient ruins it is then. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I feel like I'm about to get kicked in the nuts.
Makes ornate umbrellas that block neither rain nor shine.
No one wants to know about your umbrellas.
Their sole purpose is for decoration upon a wall.
Showing off about your umbrellas. No one wants to know about your umbrellas. It is actually raining, so if anything, those umbrellas would be totally rubbish in this situation. Because it is actually raining. Are you? Chasing me out the ground there. I saw you. I saw you come chasing me. We haven't done the world level ascension yet, so you're going to get your ass smashed in. Because we haven't done world ascension yet, so chasing me. Come out from around that corner chasing me. There's Crystal Marrow. It's all on these sort of bone rocks. All the Crystal Marrow. There's another bone rock over there. Oh, it's full of Crystal Marrow around here. It wants to be in the ancient ruins, but, you know... Crystal Marrow's calling me, isn't it? So... Get up there and have a look for some Crystal Marrow, you. There better be some up here. There's none up here. There's some. I knew there would be some. Get off, it's mine. Everyone wants it. Everyone wants it round here. They're all in it for the Crystal Marrow round here. It's a race to the Marrow. Chase that Marrow. There's some down there, look. Chase that Marrow. Gotta get that Marrow. Gotta get that. Some people think life's all about chasing paper. Get a printer. I'm like ink. An artistic creator. Born a leader like Simba. Hear me roar. Some people say life's all about chasing paper. Get a printer. I'm like ink. I'm artistic creator. Well, I said something about vapors, didn't I? Ink, I'm artistic creator. Born a leader like Simba, hear me roar. I thought born a leader like Simba, hear me roar was the bit before that. Born a leader like Simba, hear me roar. Some people say life's all about chasing paper, get a printer. I'm like ink, I'm artistic creator. Not a follower, I'm born a leader like Simba, hear me roar. How come I can't remember my own lines? How come I can't? Because here's one that won't get me copyright, so... should be able to hear that. You can't fucking hear it. You can't even hear it. So that's not right, is it?
And then we can have on that back.
Cut the caramelody until their teeth turn black. Cause I'm sugar for my honey, horny bee don't sting. Could the candy floss philosophy be what me bring? Because I'm sweet like their shanks, like their chocolate dark. Never mind their big for Scotty dog don't bark. Sticky toffee virgin when that's only for a treat. And when I'm sweet with the one that's sweet with the one that's sweet with the one that's sweet. Sweet with the one that's sweet with the one that's sweet with the one that's sugar. Hang tight TNT because he's higher like a Buddha. Give it a gunslinger, they call him stand and deliver. I'm a cowboy, and my monkey's a revolver. 6 chambers, loaded with lyrics. Pull the hammer back and then I'll fire it in the inner cities. Well, I'm a killer, they can't catch, I Jack the Ripper. Well, I'm only an MC, but I sound so sinister. Bumpy and H silver like a Rizzler. You bump reggae on your stereo. You think you're better, but you wreck a kid in ya. I'm a Don DJ Sterling, I'm gonna slay ya. I play you out like as if your name was Sega. Take you all the way from Omega back up to Alpha. We'll take your counter, move it up the ladder, then fuck it off the board because I'm bored of this caper. Some people say life's all about chasing paper. Get a printer. I'm like ink, I'm artistic creator.
I'm not a follower,
I'm born a leader like Simba, hear me roar.
paper has a way of...
Disappearing into vapor, a puff of smoke and then it's gone, see you later.
Well, I'm devoted to the greater good.
Sexual cohesion glue up your neighbourhood like a poster or a stencil. When they let the kid fight, they see the kid to get mental. The size of the fight inside the dog is incredible. And he's coming for the top dog spot, so better get the seats hot and get the treats hot for King Scott. Beheading all the haters like Joffrey. I'm sweet like they're sweet, sticky dark like toffee. So don't test me, meet me in the corner. Make sure you bring the money, my recipe's vegan. So no honey, no hurry, get it done quick. The officers arrive, they can ride my dick till they're sick. I'm a soothsayer, so I can see the future. They all feed off my body like vultures. Call me roots and culture in the media. They come follow but they can't get near.
So faceless,
Light your fear. They talked about the glass bottoms when we started here.
now we're pulling the flow and coming back again.
You listen in your car and not just at the weekend. So turn this up, a message that I send like Snapchats. I don't Snapchat, I lace tracks and all of that. It's better than the like button. Got my sights set and all the rotten cuts of mutton dressed up as bad lamb.
Just bring out
One bad man who can draw. I told you before I'd come back with more. Now I'm back with the force of 10 tigers. I told you to line up your lighters. Future tech like a lightsaber. Come to Xavier, so take my hand. You got to make it to the promised land like Marley. So start the party, get rowdy. Future tech like a lightsaber. So take a hand. We got to make it to the promised land like Marley. So start the party, get rowdy. Waiting in the alley, I've been holding out with rhymes, now I've too many to carry. A bag man like Whitey, so don't try me. You're not ready for these heebie-jeebies, please. Let's spit some bars that are strictly social, like Ronnie Size, straight up on the level. I was dancing with the devil till the day he broke my back. Have you ever worn a mask, and how long will that last? Devil comes with his whispers, but you don't see the devil. The man comes with a knife, but you don't see the metal. The life passes by, but you don't see the change. Is it true you should become of age? It's a I'm not having that. I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Good advice, I need to get to bed instead. I'm not having that, come on.
The man comes with the knife,
but you don't see the metal.
The life passes by,
but you don't feel the change. Is it true that you think you should be coming of age? It's strange that the place stays the same while you're away. I rage against the dying of the day again, or am I dead? Sick in my heart, or am I sick in my head? Need some good advice, I need to get to bed instead. Time lost watching when I should be working. Time lost working when I wanna coach. I bought myself a digital watch and a stopwatch. I used to watch clocks waiting for the beat to drop. Now I'm back with the force of 10 tigers. I told ya, it's time to line up your lighters. I'm future tech like a lightsaber. I've come to save ya, so take my hand.
I'm future tech
like a lightsaber. I'm here to save ya, so take my hand. We got to make it to the promised land like Musa.
found the answer.
So come together. I'm future tech like a lightsaber. I'm here to save ya, so take my hand. We got to make it to the promised land like Marley. So start the party, get rowdy.
I don't think you're in order.
I don't think you're in order of your size.
I don't think you're in order.
I don't think you're in order of your size. And you know, that's it really. That's it really. That's where it goes. Is it goes into like playing the guitar or like all those other feelings that, like, you know, you're supposed to talk about these things with people, aren't you? And then you talk to them about the things with the people, and then the people get even crosser because you're, oh, you made me cross, and I'm cross, and you're cross, and we're all cross, and then you have to just go and sit in your fucking bedroom. Well, I think it just ends up in the music somewhere, or in some sort of event, you know, sport, art, or maybe you bury it deep down and it becomes a frustration that breeds. I'm not even cross about the dog anymore. I told you yesterday he had a smelly butt. We were sat in here, was it earlier? And he had a smelly, and I was like, I've got to walk that dog this weekend. It's just another weekend of walking a dog and scrubbing the pavement. Don't worry, I'm not too cross about that anymore. That's fine. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. That's fine. But what about this?
So I've got my essay
Not this.
written,
You and your
I've been working on
advert.
it for about a week.
See if I
So
can
now I'm
remember all
gonna
the
show you
words
how
to
I
this.
use Grammarly to edit.
And the riot
Be the rhyme of the unheard. You must smoke wacky backy, play FIFA ticky tacky. You stupid. Ah, you see, straight in with the mistakes. Straight in with the mistakes.
Be the rhyme of the unheard.
You must smoke wacky backy, play FIFA ticky tacky. You stupid jacket. Suck. What am I doing with my words? Motherfucker. Oh, I got it wrong again, you see. I'd be no good, would I? I'd be no good. You must smoke wacky backy, play FIFA ticky tacky. Full metal jacket, me no sucky sucky. You stupid motherfucker. I got the roots and culture, their name down on the flyer. Leave it for roaches later. Silver paper, match my tongue like Godzilla armor. King killer, come to erase your empire entire. Enter the dragon, yeah, I'm still on the wagon. You need to write your program, go get your fucking own. You know that never happened. Ain't got no time for rapping. You gotta get your schooling. Do you think you're fooling? I see through your hype, and I bet your mic is useless. You ain't got time for messing.
You better have the rest
By next week, or keep me guessing.
you really won't be testing. So
This
go out
fucking
fucking
get-
busking. I'm sick of fucking hustling.
Working to pay for
living.
a tax for fucking nothing. So see these fucks I'm giving.
And the riot beat the rhyme.
I don't even know what's coming next now.
I think
I started something. Stop, won't stop for nothing.
I'm straight, they
Call me Sterling, I'm Sterling, call me Strafe.
I'm safe like
Rubber bullets, I'm not no dumb hoodie. You get the message, Rudy. My time is now, I'm hungry. I'll eat up all you pussies.
I roll the fatties.
Stood back behind the garage. I'll deal with this, I'll manage.
So messy,
Talking Spanish, so you
got no front to damage.
so get your feet off my seat. I'm a speed garage man, like luck and neat. So fuck your industry. Buy beats out in the street. Buy Bandcamp, pay to me.
Buy Bandcamp, pay to me. I'll bang out all these beats.
You see, I'm creep, I'm grimy. Until the day they sign me, I'm doing this for nothing.
But love, so keep it sharing. I'm bare well out of caring. With all the haters hating. No class, they're masturbating. Meanwhile, I keep creating. I'm strafe, they call
We're
me
going to
Sterling.
I'm Sterling, call me Strafe.
Or Mr. Crow.
Or Mr. Crow, apparently.
Mr. Crow.
Don't call me Mr. Crow.
The buyer.
That's somebody else's rap name, but I didn't know. It's Keep Right On to the End of the Road, Keep Right On. And it's just a funny voice that I do for a bit of a laugh, so.
I'm a crow like
Jon Snow.
They call me
Coca-Cola.
I'm not like other brands.
So-
I only come in shooters.
I don't even know what I'm about to say. That's the thing. Waiting for lyrics that are about to cause me cancellation. I did this in 2016, so I don't even know what I'm about to say.
Buy up the rhyme of the unheard.
But I kind of got it in my brain somewhere. I'm a crow like Jon Snow. They call me Coca-Cola.
I'm not like other brands. I only
Come in shooters, I only come in shots. So best put up your hands. It's time, give me your watch.
just got
I got this, man. I'm a man on a mission.
like Michael Jackson.
I'm man.
Anglo-Saxon
With
with
a
a
half-
nation. Don't get played on
Radio stations.
corrupt
A
like
man on a mission.
True roots like
Funky Kingston.
Got
Triple vision.
It's time to hear my
Vision.
version. Make sure you do
Vision.
revision. At death we talk
Inversion.
reversion. I'm sick of television.
Vision.
It's time to try inversion. I'm not in your position. I've not got your perversion. So start with this incision. It's time to hear my version. I'm down with the Zulu nation. It's time to stop the violence. You're all the same like Palmer violence. I'm violins.
Your tape cassettes of silence. I'm going in like Arthur Daly's minder.
A fighter.
Marty White like Dillian. Shouts out to Brixton. Thanks. I got loads. They're not all on the internet, but I got loads. I got loads of bars. They're not all on the internet. So where my braves at, offered the king a Cadillac. He won't settle for that, he wants his land back. And I kinda feel him, you've been caught stealing. It's come to deal with him, I can't feel for him. So where my braves at, been scattered around the map like ashes. Do the dishes while the world eats. Now it's my turn to make those wishes come true. Black lives matter but they don't matter to you. Well, I'm a soothsayer, I can see the future. They all feed off my body like vultures. Call me roots and culture in the media. Black lives matter but they don't matter to you. Well, I'm a soothsayer, I can see the truth. Even when the bads masquerade as goods, paid for the messages displayed in your neighborhoods. I can see disguises. I recognize lies like a polygraph. So do the mathematics. They're trying to divide the working classes by making us hate the masses when we should hate the masters. So in the mirror I'm a fucking transformer and now a leader. Join the struggle, brothers and sisters, with your body doubles getting slaughtered. It's time to stand up for your sons and daughters. So where my braves at? So where my braves at? Put up your shields, engage spin deflectors. I can see disguises, hear lies like a detector. I'm smoking, the thing will start beeping. I'm not black, but the feds will still beat me. Like Phil Collins, I got them shaking. I told you I was dark like Vader in the making. Anakin damaging reputation of imperial establishment. Establishing new management, try me. I'm a lyrical man, true Jedi. Green to get high like Ben Kenobi. Save me, they cry, I got the flow like Shinobi. Like Sayo from the Emerald Isle. A purple haze, call me a voodoo child. You come of age, is it time to fight and get wild? Cause in the Wild West there are cowboys, son. So put down your Pokemon and grab a gun, son. That's how the West was won. But now your action can be verbal, legal, influential. If you want the nation to rise, you need to realise its potential. Like an education. If you want to fight see, I fucked up there. I don't know the last few lines as well as I should know. But where my braves at? You want to hear more of my music? It's good. It's on the other computer. It's on the other hard drive, and this is a PC, so I can't make the hard drive work with it. But I have got to get some of it out there and into the airwaves more. Because I've got a couple more tracks as well that I've got some raps on as well. A few bars that might, see the light of day. But I can never seem to get like a full take as well. I can never do like a proper good take that I'm happy with. And I end up, what I tend to do as well, you should see that, like, what you should do is just do one take and do it over and over again until you get it right, and there's your take. But I do like 20 takes, and I'm not sure which one's the one. I've got all 20, and I can't decide, and I'm like, I just scrap them all off and just do it again. That's what I should do. But I don't know. There was another one that I was going to just bust out my head then that was coming, that was forming like a bad tennis ball poop. There was another one coming. If I could just remember the track in my brain. So I try your luck, all put together, sum it up. Dumper truck, what makes you think I give a fuck? I'm like, labels, out of fashion, rip you up like the tax and customs. I don't even need a reason. I'm like labels, out of season. I'm a king killer, committing treason. I'm Hassan, you're heathens. Stop passing the mic, so keep dreaming. You like boxes, you get beaten. You like foxes, having a dream season. This court's in session, so don't judge me when I party like Jamie Vardy. I'll score the hotties. I'm not into your glitterati to keep your Ferraris in your garages. Conceptual art like a modern artist. I'm an installation that make you question your nature. I'm naughty like Dizzy Rascal, not hip hop. I'm grime, you arsehole. Come from UK garage like Arsenal team coach. Let's do the Wenger. All bow down now like EastEnders. I'm Midlands. I'm Birmingham. The other MCs are out of order. I'm serving them like aces. Where your blood comes from is where your space is. I'm a Zulu. Our team's the meanest. I'm an MC man. You hear, you feel this. So I'm a try your luck. I just did that. That was the first line. So that was the first verse. What's the second verse? See, if I don't have the first line in my brain, it's not there. But we'll go back to Genshin Impact. It's enough of me chatting shit, literally chatting shit, isn't it? It's enough of me. So let's go and. I'm doing something with electro in the rain.
Phew, this weather is wild. Best thing to do is dive under the covers where it's dark and stuff.
Or maybe I should play you a little guitar song. No. Don't get the guitar out. It's not one of those nights. Oh, that one's gone out over there, look. I gotta be quicker. I'm not gonna be all messing about with these now, are we? I'm a cantankerous old bastard tonight. I'm not gonna be
I'll keep an eye on you.
messing about with all these. Can't the electricity just do it for me with the electro? You know, with the why is that not working? Can't just the idea that the electricity in the air do it? Oh, what's going on? It's going to annoy the chuff out of me, man. Am I not quick enough? Can't just the lightning do it? Can't the lightning do it for me? That one's on anyway. That one's staying on. No, it's off now. Right, I'm going over here first anyway. There's one. I've run out of puff. There's two. The other one's still on. Get over there, look, quick. No? Am I not quick enough? Do I need some special move? Well, I'll tell you what I can do. I can set this up here, look.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
And that's going to keep popping that one. So now I only have to be quick for two. Surely, I only have to be quick for two now.
Yikes! A huge line!
Got, oh, yeah, chuffer!
Brought out by the
And I've got an electro character on instead of... Where's he gone? He's having a wash. He's having a little wash. Are you ready now? You had your wash. Let's go back to the fight then, shall we? Now you've had your wash.
Judgment.
No, he brings up these electro crystal things, and I don't know what
You can't run.
what the point of those are, but I think I've got to try and kill him.
Rain cutter.
Rain cutter you down now, mate. Let's give him a smush. Let's just give him a smush.
So you need.
Got a dash.
You're in for a little. You
That's not going to hurt him. He's made of electro, Lisa. He's made of it. He's not going to care. What am I doing in the water? Get out of the water.
No, my sword.
No, my sword.
Judgment.
Special on that.
Shiver.
3 for 1 this week. No, my sword. Sorry. 3 for 1. What am I saying? 2 for 3. 3 for 1.
Yeah.
Who do you think we are made of money? 3 for 1 on No My Sword though. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Gotta keep saying it wrong. Lisa, stop it. He's not gonna care about that.
Judgment.
Lisa. Oh, she's gonna worry about that though. That was mean.
Lights out.
She's not gonna like that at all. There's Know Your Sword again. On special this week. Know Your Sword. Thank you very much.
Phew. Glad that's over.
That's what they said about my rapping, Paimon.
As monsters go, that one was pretty tough. But what's such a huge Thunderhelm Law Trail doing here in the first place?
That's what I call my Winkiss. A huge Thunderhelm lava churl. You know, when it's engorged. Huge Thunderhelm lava churl. I'm going to get it tattooed on my Winkiss.
Doesn't make
I've
any
never called it a
sense.
Winkiss before, but because we're on the internet, I was trying to think of the most...
Also, the atmosphere here? Because I'm on the creeps.
This doesn't make any sense now, I'm going to say it out loud. I was going to try and think of the least inoffensive way of saying, you know, male gender parts. So I went for Winkiss. I've never used that word before, but it's just been invented now by me. And then I realised I was using it because I was referring to my huge lava head hilly chill or whatever. Like, obviously, I was referring to that as a... So I was referring to it in... So why am I trying to sanitize the Winkiss when I've said it was a giant enraged lava churl? And now that dancing stopped again. That dancing keeps stopping. What a stream. This one's been a disaster, hasn't it? An hour in and we've already... I don't know what to... Not in gore. I don't know what to... How to... you know...
Anyway, the good thing is that it's over now. We should probably get going. Huh? Teppei?
Teppei?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here, you chuffer? He's got a cough. Don't cough on me.
This is a surprise. I didn't know you were the ones investigating here.
Oh, Teppei's not pulling his weight as a captain.
I just got back from delivering some supplies to the front line. I figured I'd stop by and clear any threats in this area on the way back.
He's got the lurgy. Don't cough on me.
Are you alright there, buddy? You're looking slightly the worse for wear.
I'm fine. It's nothing. I must have caught a cold a couple of days ago while I was out at sea.
You've not been eating tennis balls and keeping it quiet, have you?
On my way past, I heard that someone had just arrived on the island to investigate, so I thought I'd come and take a look. If there'd been some real danger, I might have had the chance to be the hero. Shame it was just you guys.
Teppei, don't you think there's something strange about this place?
Now that you mention it, there is something a little off about it.
If this is going to keep stopping, this one, I'm going to change to another one, but our options are limited today, and they're limited to some of the more... Let's try this one. Have a bit of that then. I mean, it's quite risque, but it's not terrible. He's a little
It
off.
could be that the Tatarigami is more palpable here, I guess. We're not that far away from Horobashi's remains.
It stopped again. Why does my video roller keep stopping, you chuffers? You know, you shouldn't mess me like that. It shouldn't mess me like that. It should just keep rolling. It usually does. We're not that far from the remains of the Oribaxi's remains, yeah?
Urabashi? Who's that?
A god. Look, there's the corpse over there.
Alright, that was the god, the big... Yeah.
Ah! It's a gigantic snake skeleton! Oh, it looks terrifying!
Don't worry, Paimon. We've been coming here sort of once a week to collect Chuffing crystal marrow.
Orobashi was the one who brought our ancestors from Enkanomiya up to the surface. That's the origin of the Watatsumi Island you know today. Our ancestors regarded it as a guardian deity. But during the Archon War, Orobashi invaded Yashiori Island.
Male gender parts cancelled, yeah. Well, I don't want to be rude. You know, I want this stream to be inviting to people, entertaining. That's why I spent half an hour moaning about dog poo before we start.
The Raiden Shogun came out in person and slew Orobashi with the Muso no Hitotachi. That same slash also formed what later became known as Musojin Gorge.
The Raiden Shogun created Musojin Gorge in one slash? Wow, that's pretty incredible.
And I've just realised what they mean there. So she used to be that big snake as well, yeah?
Yes, but the Archon War was brutal. And Yashiori Island was completely destroyed during that battle. They say the Shogun lost something very dear to her along the way, too. Since Orobashi's death, there has always been some animosity between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate.
No, wait, she wasn't the...
Our different beliefs have nothing to do with why the resistance was formed. We only rose up to fight against the Vision Hunt Decree.
That's right.
When Orobashi attacked civilization, the Shogun stood up and put a stop to it.
All right, I see.
But now that the Shogun is stripping people of their ambitions with the Vision Hunt Decree, it's time for someone to stand up and stop the Shogun.
That's right, and it'll be you, coughing Teppei.
All right. I'm heading back. I was just dealing with some of the Shogun's elite samurai, so I think I'm gonna take a quick breather, and it's on to my next assignment. You should report back to Sangonomiya as soon as possible. Don't stay here longer than you need to. Being around the Tatarigami too long won't do your health any good.
She killed the snake, yeah, got it. Got it. Take care of yourself, you.
Hey, don't worry about me. Peak condition.
I got some food in my bag if you want a bit of food. Nice healing food. No? Alright. Rude, just to walk off.
He's sure made some big progress if he's already dealing with Shogunate samurai. Paimon can hardly believe it.
At least we've always got Paimon.
Let's report back to Kokomi.
Do you know what they should make? They should make an app, right, for your phone with just Paimon, and it's just her floating on the screen, and like, you know, do the interactive AI thing, give it a bit of interactive AI, go the whole shebang on the interactive AI. It's just a conversation with Paimon. She says fun stuff, you know, she wants some food, telling me about your day. Paimon says something, you know, just Paimon hanging around on your phone. You'd be on that. You'd be like, you know, you'd be having conversations with Paimon. You'd like that. Little Paimon app, companion app, just for life. Let me check with Paimon on the phone, right? What are we doing? Look, we've got to go back over there, which is handy because I need to go and resurrect the health of my characters. And while I'm at the statue, I might just see if I can offer it whatever I've got. I've got one. Sorry, statue. But, you know. And let's get rid of Lisa off the main runaround squad, because you never know when you're going to get into a Barney, like we just did. And Lisa's relatively useful in certain situations. She's special ops. But Klee can help.
Yeah, let's go on a big adventure.
Return to the headquarters. Let's go. Returning to the headquarters. Captain, it's funny, this one's like, I'm in the military resistance, and it's set against the backdrop of this like fairy fountains shrine thing. Like, this doesn't feel like the military headquarters for the battle, like the resistance, does it? But it is, so get that in your head.
Kokomi, we're back. Oh, look, Goro's here too.
They're having a chat.
What happened? They look so serious.
Approximately how many people are exhibiting these symptoms?
Oh no, they've actually got the lurgy. That guy had the cough, and they've written corona into it.
I haven't had the chance to do a full count yet.
Kokomi, Goro, what's going on?
And we've just been talking to that fellow with the cough, so we better self-isolate.
Recently, some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated aging.
What?
I called them in for questioning and found out they'd privately acquired some secret weapons from our sponsor.
What?
Most of them are highly ambitious types, vehemently opposed to the Vision Hunt Decree. They've been using these new weapons secretly since getting a hold of them.
Naughty.
So that's why the war has been going unusually well. But risky secret weapons are not the answer. We must put a stop to it immediately.
Well, I don't know about put a
Goro,
stop.
have you managed to acquire one of these weapons?
We just need to get a hold of it and, like, you know, be in charge of it. We don't need to put a stop to it. If they're effective weapons, what are they?
Oh, most of the officers refused to hand them over. Still, I did manage to get one.
The officers refused your orders? What kind of outfit are we running here, Goro? Someone needs to step aside and let the recently made captain take charge, because somebody else has got some... They would have some stern words with those officers.
Do you know something about this?
Do I know about it? What is it? It's a Fatui delusion, apparently.
So that means our secret sponsor is the Fatui?
What?
But why would the Fatui do this?
Oh my god, I'll tell you what, I've just been on holiday with the Fatui. You know, up in that Immonactrite, Crystal Act, wherever we've been. The Fatui were there, and we actually had chats with them, didn't we? Do you remember that one who was missing their friend, and like they were all confused, and we helped them find their friend? And then it like turned out they're normal people who just get involved in being in the Fatui because it's their way of life, and like we end up smashing their heads in all over the show, but like it's a bit of a... You know, like, at first you just think they're the baddies, but then you start to learn there's some humanity there, and it makes you think, why am I smashing their heads in all the time? But they are bad. They are the baddies.
Forget that. There's no time. Right now, we need to inform the whole army to cease using their delusions immediately.
Yeah, probably sensible.
All soldiers who have shown symptoms are to be taken for treatment. I just
Oh, yeah,
hope we'll
'cause
be in time to save them.
It's like radioactive aging. That's not a good thing, is it?
Wait a second. Speaking of soldiers with symptoms...
Teppei.
No! Surely he can't have...
Why not?
Let's go check on him.
See, you're going to be really old when we get there. That's Teppei. He's done. Captain Teppei. Shortest lived captain in the history of the Resistance Militia. Took the post on Tuesday.
So heavy.
Honourably retired as an old man on Wednesday. Captain Teppei. They'll tell stories about him. The worst captain that ever was. Although his stories will be overshadowed by the stories of the great Gravekeeper and Paimon. You know, everyone will be talking Gravekeeper and Paimon. And after they finish telling those stories, they'll say, do you know any other stories? I'd like to hear some more...
Was an accident.
I think I just got Klee killed. It didn't let me unpause. It didn't let me unfurl my wings because I was in the...
Oh. Hey, guys. What are you doing here?
He is old. Teppei, you fucking idiot.
Just a moment. Let me get up. Ugh. It's weird. I don't know where all my strength's gone.
I do.
Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't had time to give you the full details. Well, I made a lot of great contributions to the war effort lately. Fighting the Shogun's army at sea, taking on Shogunate samurai all by myself, rescuing my comrades from an ambush. Things I never would have dreamed I could do when you first met me. If only I were stronger still. The stronger I am, the more I can do for the Resistance. Wait a sec. Where's my secret weapon gone?
Here we go.
It wasn't long after you were made captain of Swordfish 2. I met these mysterious people. Said they were with our supporters.
The Nazis were also normal people. That's true. Well, I mean, you say normal. I mean, the British, the traditional British person in me wants to say, which I'm not going to say because it's, I think it's a racial slur, but the traditional British person in me wants to make a joke and say, oh, they're Nazis, they weren't normal people, they were Germans, ha ha ha. But that's a bit of a racial slur these days, isn't it? Even though it's like, you know, would have been fair game on the television when I was growing up. But no, yeah. And then Fatui Delusions, what Child used to use Electro instead of Hydro, the thing that drained his strength in his story quest, if you still remember. To be honest, no, I don't remember him doing that. I remember him being a big chuffer. Oh, is that the thing that turned him into a big mental chuffer? Like, it turned him into one of those, like, and he was like turned into Transformer. I think it might be the thing that turned him into a Transformer. All I remember really is Mr. Cyclops.
They gave it to me and said that as long as I have the will to become stronger, his secret weapon will answer my call.
Well, it's interesting though, isn't it? Because are the Fatui trying to help us because they've given us these secret weapons, or have they, you know, stuffed us up? Because whilst we've done a good load, because the weapons did help, these people did take them on at sea and do all this stuff, so they have helped, but they've obviously burned them out very quickly. So Like, it's a double-edged sword, really, isn't it?
It's just like a vision, isn't it? Of course, I've never used a vision, so I wouldn't know the difference.
Well, a vision sounds good, but a delusion obviously sounds like a bad version of one, doesn't it? So.
Delusion?
Oh, that doesn't sound good, no.
Oh, God. That doesn't sound very good.
Went out to babysit his brother in the factory. I had to look after him. Yeah, all I remember from that was there's Mr. Cyclops and the fact that his brother was on his own, pedo bait on the boat. Like, I just thought it was, well, irresponsible to let him go on his own on the boat.
So, what's the difference between a delusion and a vision?
Well, look at you and look at me, you chuffer.
Gosh. Well, I suppose it's not too surprising that a mysterious weapon of unknown origins would come with its risks.
I mean, I don't even use visions, but you know what I'm saying.
I've been getting more and more tired over the past few days, and
yeah.
I have this strange sense of dread.
Better get yourself up in the garden with Granny, because that's all you're good for now.
At first, I'd find I was a little more beat than usual after a battle. Didn't think anything of it. But today, I got back and suddenly my vision was going blurry.
So we've got the gist now, Teppei. I don't want to have like 5 or 6 more parts of your conversation. It's just dragging us on. Let's get on with it.
This is a real shame. There I was, thinking I was catching up with you.
Oh, I see. It's a bit ironic. Yeah, and you got your feet out in those. Look,
Guess I didn't receive the favor of the gods after all.
No, you didn't.
Hey, would you do something for me?
No.
When our uniforms are ready.
Oh, God.
Grab mine for me.
What's your uniform?
Bring it back here. And we can change together.
That's his little uniform. We were going to wear our uniforms together. That's his little uniform. You're going to react the risque dance and send it to me. Do it on Discord. You can do anything you want on Discord, apparently. I checked it the other week. The other day, so we're gonna a little uniform. Does this mean Paimon's not getting her uniform, Teppei? Is that what I'm hearing?
What's that look for? Don't worry, partner. As soon as I've rested up, I'll be right as rain. Right as rain, I tell you. As soon as I've rested up.
No, you're useless, Teppei.
Okay.
The Fatui. The Fatui. The Fatui.
Hey, where are you going? Hey!
Hey, don't leave Paimon. Me. Me. Hey, me. Where am I going? Where have I gone? Oh, well, I'm back. Don't know what you're on about, really, now. Let's tell her all about it so that we've heard it twice.
How's Teppei's condition?
He's fucked.
I have put out the order to seize all delusions. The vast majority are showing some loss of vitality, but nothing serious. Sadly, a few have been.
Your Excellency, I'm planning to establish a dedicated field hospital to monitor their condition. The soldiers are up in arms about the ban, though. They know full well what a delusion is, but they still intend to keep using them.
Okay. I'll leave you to deal with the situation. I have to get to the front line.
He died. He just died. Him then just died. Fuck. They should have made it more obvious. Oh, he just left his corpse lying around on the ground up there. I think we should be dealing with it. Captain, take responsibility. The fucker's dead. Pick him up, chuff him off the cliff. Like, he died. That's harsh, isn't it? He's not a main one, doesn't matter, but... And these soldiers that want to use these things even though they know they're dangerous. You know, in the First World War and the Second World War, and during the conflicts afterwards as well that the Americans were involved in, like Vietnam, they gave soldiers drugs, like cocaine, heroin, drugs, like hard drugs, ecstasy, things like that, because they take them and then they don't want to go to bed. They're happy to carry on fighting, or they get shot and they take the heroin and they don't feel so bad and they'd carry on fighting. So like they'd give them these drugs and they'd be on the front lines with these drugs and they'd come back from the front lines with drug addictions. That's the truth. And it, like, you know, saying to a soldier, would you rather have this advantage in battle that's going to afterwards maybe be a bit of a detriment to you, or do you want to, like, you know, maybe come second in the battle? They'd be like, no, give me the advantage. It's similar, isn't it?
This whole fiasco is certain to be a blow to morale. If the Shogun's army attacks now while we're scrambling to recover, it could well undo everything we have achieved so far.
Don't worry, the army can come. I can take them all on. Me and Paimon and my other team of chuffers.
What are your thoughts?
I just told you, I'd confront the Fatui. Go, oh, I'm going to confront the Fatui. I thought I was going to go and confront the Shogunate again, but no, the Fatui. I'll go and sort it out with the Fatui.
No, it's too dangerous.
It's not too dangerous. Nothing's too dangerous for Gravekipper and Paimon.
The Sakoku decree is still in force, so their delusions must be produced within Inazuma's borders.
Right, we'll sort that out then.
To organize an operation of this scale, they will have had to mobilize a huge amount of manpower and resources. They can't have done it without local support.
Let's root out the locals then. That's a good idea. I don't know if that's going to make us popular.
If we want to stop them, we have to destroy the factory where the delusions are made. But it's sure to be heavily guarded.
I think the best thing is to get the fireworks girl on that, and we can just, like, blow it all up with fireworks.
It's dangerous to go alone. At least take some troops with you.
There's no time for that.
Your Excellency, given the urgency of the situation, we were hardly discreet when confiscating the delusions. The Fatui are sure to take notice.
You didn't think about that, Goro. You let the Fatui know our moves. You're useless.
If we spend any longer amassing our forces, they will get wind of our plans and make their escape.
You only got proper shoes on.
Very true. Let me think.
A delusion is like, Juzzy was just saying, look, a delusion is like a vision. It's a little piece of thing that you carry around. It makes you super strong. You pop your delusion, you turn into Mega Man. But once you finish beating people up as Mega Man, when you're finished, you go into like Old Man and then you're dead.
I gave this some thought while you were confiscating the delusions. The side of the factory must be big and secluded, but close enough to a transport route to ensure the supply of raw materials. Not many places meet these criteria. And if we take the locations where our soldiers receive their delusions into account as well, I suspect the site is likely to be the cliffs, near the ocean at the southwest of Yashiori Island.
Alright, I'll go there.
I'm not going to stop you, but please, be careful.
I've got it, yes.
We have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you too.
Alright, let's go. Come on, Paimon.
Huh? You mean to the Delusion Factory?
That's exactly what I mean.
Really? You aren't gonna think it over first? Fine.
I might pop quickly and I might just quickly see about any upgrades that I can achieve quickly. Let's just quickly see. Characters. So I might be able to achieve this today, lay 9 sprouts. I don't think it's teeth days, it's balls. It's balls today. Who's got balls? Who needs balls? She's teeth as well. It's not teeth today, it's balls. Does any of you need balls? Because if I can quickly pop... This weapon, I'm not in... I've enhanced it. She needs balls. You see, I could make that. I could get that all the way. I could go and run a few balls now and ascend her weapon. But the thing is... I've actually realised recently that these 4-star weapons... Like, let's say a 4-star at level 50, it hits like 100 numbers harder than a 3-star at level 50. These are actually better weapons, regardless of the effect it has. I like this because it's got attack with base attack. Like, attack has a percentage added on, and after you hit people with a charged attack, it can do an AoE attack. Like, it's more attack, attack, attack. But its base attack is only 355 at level 80. Now look at this one at level 80. 497 with attack as an extra. This weapon's much better. So, although I like the club, it looks great on her. She wields it with grace and it looks cool. And it's called the Debate Club, which is a funny name. That's cool. I'm kind of loath to pump all the materials into that to take it up to 90 when we know it's never going to quite be as good as some of these other weapons. Having said that, my only other option really is a Favonian Greatsword, and I don't like the look of it on her. I mean, I could give that to someone else, move the other weapons around. She's on a 3-star weapon as well, Skyrider Greatsword that Noel's got. Again, it don't look that special. The Debate Club here is only at level 2. I could ascend it more. Hang on, I'm going to do this. Since we've got it up to level 80, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to quickly refine it more and see what this changes, because I've got a load of them now, look. So you spend one of your extra ones. and you refine it up. So now it does 90% attack damage as an AoE. And again, I've got loads of them. Rank 4, and again. Rank 5. Max 120% of attack damage as an AoE. So that's alright when that pops. I mean, what I really should do then is spend the materials, rank it up to the max. I haven't got any other weapons to give her in a hurry. So there's that. But, you know, look at the difference in the prototype archaic. And when I found that out about the books as well, like Lisa, her weapon, I got these books, and we had been using this thing, the Twin Nephrite, base attack 370. This book, base attack 431. It's better. So these books are the way to go, these good 4-star weapons. It's all about the 4-star weapons. And whilst I'm using some 3-star weapons on some of the characters, my main characters, my main DPS character, she's got a 3-star, he's got a 4-star, she's got a 4-star, she's got a 4-star. I should be looking for those 4-star weapons, really. She's got a 4-star as well. That's quite a good weapon. 475 base attack. So...
If my calculations are correct.
So what I was thinking then was, do I go in the realm quickly, the domain, and grab the materials? Her club is 80 of 80. I need these balls. I think I can make those Miss Grass wicks. I've got shitloads of Miss Grass. So I need 3 of these balls. Like, I could go down that domain quickly, rustle up a few balls, increase my attack power for the upcoming... I'm sure we're about to go into a bit of a fight at this factory, aren't we? So I could do that. Oh, that's on my mind.
One
I've got 60 resin, that's 3 runs at it.
bookhouse is due.
And how many balls have I got, mate? Do they keep it here with the weapons? No. How many balls have I got? Where do they keep the balls? Here. Where's me balls? Let me look at me balls. I've got 4 of those and 1 of those, so I'm not stocked with them, so I'm not guaranteed to get, like, because I'm looking for 3 gold. I'd have to get lucky or grind it up, and I'm not guaranteed to grind it up if I do it, so I'm probably just going to leave it for now. Might do that later
Batch
tonight.
of new releases today. Might we add a...
You can shut up moaning about your books. We're going to go and see where this thing is kicking off on this island.
My family makes ornate umbrellas that block neither rain nor shine. Their sole purpose is for decoration upon a wall.
Shut up about your umbrellas. Is there a teleporter over here? There's a domain that I haven't opened. Got to unlock that. It's a bit interesting, isn't it? And we've already beat this chuffer up today once. So we'll just fly over their head. Could drop down and smash them up again, couldn't I? Spend some of that resin. Where is she? She needs marionette cores, you see. But probably we've done it once today. I'll probably leave it. Probably get on with what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm actually going to also look for this. Is it under there? There's like a cavern entrance in here. Is this going to electrify me down here? There's all electric totems. Oh, it's up, higher up. It's supposed to be higher up. This is weird, isn't it? There's all electric totems. And there's a chest. And there's that little boy. What's this little boy doing? Oh, he's the one that wants to play games. I'm not messing with his games. But
Time to act.
I'm also not messing with this. So let's just try that again. I can see a chest there as well that I haven't got. What am I doing not getting that chest there? Hang on. That can't be right. There can't be a chest here that's still here. I've come here so many times.
Treasure.
Like, what's going on? This is one of these side quests where I'm supposed to mess around with this, but the chest came back, I think.
Body and mind.
That's weird to me. Search for the place where the delusions are being made. And I'm also searching for this domain thing that I haven't unlocked yet, which appears to be just over here. It's this. This is the entrance to this domain thing. Don't know what's going on with that. And there's a device that I need to open. And there's a Sealy, like a traditional Sealy.
What I blew up?
I can't start those because it's
It's
wet.
just thunder and lightning. Phew.
I can't start those because it's wet. Like, it's taking me around. The Sealy's taking me around these torches that I can't light because they're wet. Maybe I can electrify them, but I haven't got an electric character on. But it's obviously taking me around these. I feel like it's going to be a wild goose chase. If it goes back to the first one, now it's a wild goose chase, isn't it? But yeah, I've got around that. I've done that.
La la la. Woo! Da da da.
You chuffer.
My hammer.
Dumpy dumpty go! Woo!
There you go. One dead chuffer.
La la la. Da da da.
I'm on for going in there. Whoa, 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 whoa.
You can't run!
Boing boing boom! Blazing delight! No!
Punishment!
Gotta dash.
Rude if anything, that was rude to do that to me. Alright, here I go. I've got my electrogrammarum. I'm in. There's me in. Got that. That's that done. I mean, what? I've not done it. I thought I'd done it. Now I don't know what's happening. Searching the area. She said on the cliffs, didn't she? Did she mean? I think she probably meant at the top of the cliffs. But what's this? Oh, hello, hello.
Da da da. La la la. Yeah.
What?
La la la.
Well, those electric things come out then, and I've lost it.
Da da da.
Hang on. You're all down here on the beach with this chest.
Dumpy dumpty.
Witness the power of good luck.
Beach inspectors, mate. I'm with the beach inspectors. Yeah, I heard there's a load of gentlemen down here with a chest. Doing some dangerous sword play on the beach. So we've just come to sort that out. Just had a report of dangerous sword play on the beach.
To the ferry.
So
No, my sword! Shiver!
Finally,
La la la. Yeah. Yeah. Ah! Blazing delight.
just come to sort out this dangerous sword play on the beach, really.
Fall before me. Cut down.
Common chest.
Treasure, more treasure.
Taking the piss out of me, that common chest. To the Delusion Factory. Recommended everything, including Electro. It wants cryo, not Animo. It wants me to swap out my Animo character for Electro. I mean, I'll do it, but I bet it's not necessary. I bet it's not necessary, and I bet it gets me killed. Delusions cannot be allowed to spread. You will not stand idly by. Recommended level 80. I mean, I think I'm going to need my healer, but I'll do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. I'll do what you tell me. You're off, are you? You're off. See you in a bit, Capital K. I'll be here all weekend. I'm here all week. I'm here all week. I said I'm here all week. Oh, I'm not. Not always. Hello. Hello, everyone.
Well met.
Jumpy, jumpy, go!
Judgment. I see through you.
Yeah. How do I rather have an electric character than my healer?
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Let me read you a verse.
Like, Klee's already damaged.
Harden up.
Judgment.
Well, that all you got? Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
You can't run. Punishment.
You can't run. I miscalculated. You need to hurry up. This was well done.
Yeah, he just got killed. Useless. Useless. Useless, mate. I'm going in with the characters that I want to go in with. You tell me going with that. It was stupid choices. I gotta go all the way around and back again. Got me killed.
Time to act.
We should have opened up that thing so I could teleport straight there then. Don't know why I haven't opened that up. Don't know what's wrong with that, Rodney. Whee! I don't even notice, but I changed his wings, so he's got the pretty wings on him now. Shit. I'm trying to open the chocolate milk with one hand. I'm making a mess. Can we put torches out where you can't do the torches because it's electric? Hang on, hang on, hang on. Back at the Delusion Factory. Right. Need to get vibed in for killing a load of chuffers. And gonna have a crab. It's not vegan, but we're eating the crabs. What the hell?
Body and mind.
Oh, I forgot about this, look.
Time to act.
Pick up that thing.
No, my sword. Body and mind. Judgment.
Did that thing help me?
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Lights out.
Harden up.
It's just, whoa, fuck off.
What a nuisance.
You need to hurry
I'm
up.
doing the wrong things against the wrong people here, hang on.
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Feel close.
Judgment.
Bye, Ninjutsu!
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. Detoxifying heat.
I'm out of here!
You can't run. This was well done.
Punishment.
Got ya.
Killjoy! But unfortunate for us.
See you too. No, it's just you.
Gotta dash.
Beat your geode shields off. Hang on, look at all that crystal marrow in there.
You can't run!
Look at all that crystal marrow there. Can I get that? I can't get that. Oh.
No, my sword! Judgment!
Made me cross now, you chopper.
Boing, boing, boom! Dumpy, dumpy.
A lot easier with my healer on deck. Got that thing, I don't know what that was, can't remember. And my crystal marrow. Like, can't I have all that crystal marrow? I can't believe they won't give me that crystal marrow. Going in the elevator then.
So, is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal marrow. Now, where have we seen that before? Wait a second. Are they getting this from Rito? So the Kanji Commission are...
Paimon's still chatting. We're getting it done. Oh, someone got me done then. What's going on? All right. Them area. Killed my fair share of them.
Let me in.
Gotta dash. Come on now.
You really know how to get me going.
Killed my fairy Mary Sherry of you. Another one for the books.
Blow them all up.
Look at me. Just once.
Thanks. Hall notice. Amulet. I think I was supposed to pick up the amulet to do the fight, you know? I think it helps with the fight, it lowers their shields or something. I might be tripping. I've got the amulet now though. I had one in the other room as well. I'm not allowed any of that crystal marrow, I can't believe it. At the end of this I should be given chuffing loads of crystal marrow for doing all this. I hope so anyway.
Yes, it looks dangerous.
Crystal marrow out the rum
We
pole.
better watch our step or we might get hit.
Just ran across that, I didn't care. This lift's dangerous, isn't it? Anyone could just fall off the edge there. What the fuck? Get crushed in between the two of them. Dangerous. Well, now what? Oh, there's another one over there. Stupid.
Make my escape.
Got 2 amulets now. Do I not? What happened to the other one that I had? It's in there. Like, I've just jumped down here now. What's going on? Oh, I put it in the door. And then these two are going in the door, and now I'm in the door. 666, look. 666 on the door. That's not a good sign.
Intruder spotted!
Right, spotted. Right.
Not let them impede the work of the Harbingers. You'll never
No,
get out
not.
of here alive.
Ah, fucking idiot I am. No revival items, no clean out.
Is that all you got? I will end time to fulfill my duty.
I meant to swatch to her.
Yeah, you can't run!
Switched the wrong character.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Rain outlines your fate.
So I gotta get this done with this lot now.
Judgment!
You can't run.
Let me read you a verse.
This isn't over.
Judgment! You punish me!
Looks like I've I sweat too far.
Gotta dash. Ninjutsu. Ha. Yeah. Ha.
You're not dying.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now this idiot must have a death wish.
Oh, more of them.
Don't be intimidated. Lord Harbinger will be here soon.
Oh, I'm not going to have to do the big boss at the end on my with no clear, am I?
Got you.
It's a disappointment to me.
Shouldn't get careless.
Factory Superintendent Natashka.
Lights out.
I'm just going to kill the, you know, the helper first.
You can't run.
So I'm not being shot in the back while I'm doing it. What's she doing? She's up here, look.
Huh? Judgment. Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter. You can't run.
Should be alright without Klee, but it would have been helpful to be able to blow her up with Klee.
Your punishment.
Gotta dash.
Keeping her frozen, keeping her still.
Judgment.
Where's she gone?
Got you. Yeah.
Have it in the corner then.
Out of my sight.
Judgment.
Factory Superintendent Natashka.
Power flows through me. Yeah.
Show you power flowing through you. I'll stick my pole arm up your chopper.
This
There you are.
belongs to ice.
Sad Klee missed out,
You
but
actually managed to find this place. Congratulations.
Scaramouche.
So, you're another Fatui Harbinger? Like Senora and Child?
Senora and Child. I didn't know you and my two least reliable colleagues were acquainted.
Hello. New character. I'm just going to quickly use the opportunity to take a bathroom break while this intriguing new character is on the screen.
I'm the Balladeer. Number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. Delighted to meet you, oh mighty traveler.
Exactly. Muted my mic. I'm an idiot, aren't I? I'm an idiot. I was just saying, Scaramouche looks cool. I'll say it all again now. Scaramouche looks cool, and we're going to have to do a big fight, and I bet I haven't got any food, because I haven't got any resurrection stuff, and I got Klee killed, and I'm an idiot. And I bet he does his Mega Man transformation, and I bet we need that extra little poke from having Klee on the team. And I bet it's going to be a really fun fight, and I bet I have to do it bloody twice. Another Harbinger, and I was saying that I think if we had a character... 1, 2, check, two. Well, my kilobytes are going as well now. Get back up there, kilobytes. A character, like, is it an obtainable character? I'm assuming so. By the way, it's been, Child was. The baddies are. But I don't want to play as the baddies. I don't want to be the baddies. So I'm not interested in obtaining him as a character, but he looks cool with the big hat and all this going on. Looks cool. Thanks for telling me the mic was muted. I'd have never known. I'd have gone on and on. He was going on and on. He was going on and on.
So many visitors today. To what do I owe the honor?
You're making delusions. Oh, he's got little shorts on, look, and he's not wearing proper shoes either.
Oh, so that's what this is about. I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to follow orders.
So
I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? What are you waiting for? Go get them.
What?
You're getting all worked up over nothing. Didn't have you down as being so weak.
What?
How can you say this is nothing?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless. They were always going to die. With or without a delusion. At least having one gives them a chance to fulfill their ambitions.
That's what I mean. I thought this was going to have a bit of a double-edged sword. That you do good with the delusion, don't you? Like, excel, but then, bright candle burns quick.
Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests.
Oh.
Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions.
He's a right chuffer.
Now we just let the promise of power draw in the weak.
He's a real chuffer.
For just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world. Trading their life for supreme power. Pretty good deal, don't you think?
Shut up, you chuffer.
So, the Fatui started the Vision Hunt decree? You've been behind it all along?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, it's a land of opportunity.
He's telling us all the secrets.
With a little effort, we were able to break them down from within.
He's not playable yet, right? I don't even want to play him. He's a chuffer, and I'm ready to kick his head in now.
Eternity stretches things out over a long time. But each moment within it becomes all the more fragile. Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now. He's a lost cause.
He's rubbing it in.
Just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment, then total destruction. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it.
Don't mock Teppei.
Hey, calm down!
Right, well.
No!
Oh, she's getting... Oh.
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it!
It's all going a bit
The
weird.
wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
Paimon. Who's that? Oh, she was one of the high-ups, wasn't she, that we met?
Repeat after me.
Wasn't she?
3,
Yeah, Miko,
2,
yeah.
1. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's positive. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. This is good news.
What a weird shot.
It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something. How come you're acting so differently from when we first met you?
And what the fuck was going on?
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. I know this for a fact. Every side of me is the real me. This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I please.
Paimon didn't quite follow.
Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
How did you save me?
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did to get Scaramouche off our backs.
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the balladeer down on his knees, begging for mercy in an instant? Would you believe me?
I don't know. I just think maybe you're in on it, really.
Well, maybe you
you're in
should
on
be
it.
worrying less about that, and more about how exactly you're going to thank me, no? Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought.
Right. Thank you, Yaisama.
I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. I need your actions, not your words.
So now you think you got one on me? I mean,
The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they? You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also issued a strict ban on the use of delusions across the whole army. With their stronghold exposed, I doubt the balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his colleagues' behalf. It would be more trouble than it's worth.
fair enough. I mean, it's got Yomiko on the dance there.
I must say, I would relish the opportunity to watch the Fatui getting a taste of their own medicine. Well, anyway, that Songonomiya Kokomi, she really outdid herself this time. I'd love to have another chat with her again in person.
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand Shrine?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus on something I need you to do for me.
Oh, what do you want?
You've met her, right?
Raiden Shogun.
I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes?
In that place?
Yes. The true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Hey.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the Traveler met later? And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state, free from all disturbances.
Weird.
So, that place that she carved open with her sword...
The plane of Euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically only allows her existence.
I've got a teapot like that.
She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet, who has a singular focus on the pursuit of eternity. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity. You mean Morax?
Zhongli also mentioned erosion.
It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liu's Archon. What a fascinating god he is.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhongli was facing, though.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child, throwing it. The grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition. And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The fear of loss.
Right.
The truth is, we are on the same side. You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation and save A while we're at it. The key is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden Shogun's will.
So this is your plan? To abolish the Vision Hunt decree? Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance, but by, hopping inside the Raiden Shogun's inner world?
You're a fast learner. In short, this is the last chance to get Inazuma back on track. Otherwise, an eternity of darkness awaits. Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of Euthymia is a space where only she is allowed to exist. The fact that you could appear there tells us one crucial thing.
Yeah?
That you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because she has never seen an individual who is so unpredictable in the face of eternity.
Has no one else ever been in there?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. In fact, no one even knows what it looks like in there. Your existence is more than just an opportunity. It's the very key to all of this.
We're pretty big cheese again.
To that I say, well done, child.
We're a pretty big cheese
You did
again.
not disappoint me after all.
We're so important to all of this stuff. It's pretty lucky we've landed in this chuffing world, isn't it? And I'm also wondering, how's it... Because we know there's 2 or 3 other islands that we haven't been on messing about at. Like, how's this going to take us there if we need to go inside her head mind? Like, her mind worlds? Surely we're going to have to go island hop into these other places as well, though.
Wait, you're leaving? Where are you going?
Anti-Raiden Shogun Training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come along.
Come along then, she says, as she disappears. And I've got new achievements. Great, but I didn't achieve the quest, did I? And let me just check. I'm on the Servant's Path, Omnipresence over Mortals. Still on this. Go to the training area. Blinded by Fury. You fall into a trap, but we're sorted. Yaimiko has helped us. Go to the training area, which is all the way down there. And actually, I could do with resurrecting Klee, couldn't I? Thank you. Just running through their garden, smashing up their tomatoes. Don't worry about me. What's that thing?
We're gonna do it here? And what's this mechanism for?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves.
Nice.
I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. Unless, of course, her skills have declined. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter strategy. That should be a big help, don't you
Marrow
think?
Bucking. Hello, Snippies. Yeah, I have had a little break in between, which caused me a load of trouble, and then I've been moaning about it for half an hour at the start of this one. But everything's good. I'm getting a bit tired, actually, after another 2-hour session. Dog it. Dog it.
The aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks. Since you've escaped certain death at her hand once already, I presume this shouldn't be more than you can handle.
Dog's having a chuffing. Dog's having a chuff. Complete the anti-Raiden Shogun training. It's quite an interesting little element of this, you know. Kind of like the realism of it, like the down-to-earth business of like, right, we need to teach her how to beat her, here's how to beat her. Not like showing you in game, like, you know, while you're fighting her, press this thing, do this. It's like, let's do some training. It's kind of cool. Me and Yai Miko here doing some training. Right. Avoid, so I was trying to read what it said. Avoid being hit by finishing move. What? Just getting smashed by it.
I see how it is.
I can't see it coming or anything, it just goes and it hits me. It's a circle, okay, I got that. How do I get avoid that? Hit in the face.
This is just fate's dark design.
I think I'm failing this. I kind of feel like I'm failing this. I'm running away from that. Oh, there's that thing. Kill that. Get killed. Like, this is going to be a nightmare for me.
Time to act.
I'm supposed to do.
Not good.
It says number of times hit, 6 out of 10. I think I need to get hit 6 times. And then avoid the last one. 9 out of 10. Now avoid finishing move. 10 out of 10, look, watch. Right. No, obviously that's not right. Getting hit's not right. I mean, I fucking hate that. I absolutely hate that. I'm not even in the... I'm getting tired now as well, because... I've taken my tablet, which has a slightly soporific effect on me, and I'm not in the frame of brain mind to fucking deal with all that mechanics. Like, that's on the back burner till tomorrow. Fucking hell. That's a big fight. I'm not doing that. That's an issue. Going up the mountain, we're not doing that. Catherine's got some business. This is some business, breaking some seals. It's all a load of, it's like serious business now, isn't it? It's all quite serious business. We've got some resin to spend. Who's up against it that is ready to ascend? That I'm really close with. Was it her? Yeah, look. Let's go and get some red stuff. Something blanked out there. I don't know what that's about. Let's go and get some red stuff. This I can get my brain around. And we set up nicely for tomorrow's training and going into a, you know, more Inazuma when I've had a sleep, but Jesus. Like, I like a challenge.
We're going to hunt.
I want there to be a challenge, so that's all good, but I know what I've got to do. I've just got to get my brain around dodging and, you know, be on the... It's like playing Dark Souls. It is, man. Genshin Impact's like Dark Souls.
How exciting!
Genshin Impact is like Dark Souls. It's almost midnight. Exactly, it's nearly midnight. It is. I'm feeling tired. I don't usually feel this tired, but the dog did get us up this morning at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then
I'll catch up.
The kids didn't have a bouncy castle, but for some reason they decided to carry on screaming like they had. Over the back fence. Right, you.
No, my sword! Judgment! You can't run!
Well, let's get these rain cutters on.
Let me read you a verse.
Got them on a bit late there.
Leave it alone. You can't run.
Alright, Corolla. My Corolla. Come on then, Corolla.
Shiver.
Missed that as well. I'll just stay here though.
No, my sword.
Missed that as well, I'm an idiot.
Judgment.
Got it. Ooh, careful.
I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up. Lights out.
You can't run.
Steady as
Come on.
No, my sword.
Got ya.
Keep back. You can't run. Ring cutter. Judgment.
Got it. What's that resin? Never anything good, is it? I'm looking for that gold. You know, the gold thing. Not getting the gold thing. Feeling, you know what, after the whole stream though, I'm feeling a lot happier about the dog and the tennis ball and everything. Stop being as cross now, so that's gone by the wayside. That's alright. It's funny, isn't it, how feelings change over time. Good example of it. Glad to be an example of what we talk about on Mental Health Monday. Well, I've got 25 more resin. I need to get down one of these domains, don't I? I always need the balls. Oh, it's teeth, isn't it? Why is it teeth? Is it teeth? Should have been down there racking up the teeth, mate. This is hydro energy. So anything that's good against hydro is in the squad, Rodney. We like to use a healer on this, but we might as well use you because it's against cryo, it's against hydro. So
Yeah, let's go on a big adventure.
they recommend electro, but screw what they recommend. Yeah, this is against hydro.
I'll bring my seasonings.
So don't tell me what to do. I'll tell you what I'm doing. How about that? And to make sure this goes well, I'm just going to quickly eat something out of the bag to make sure this goes well. For strength, for a bit more power, a bit more pep. But we know this is going to go well because I'm going to absolutely annihilate these choppers.
Get them.
Judgment.
Watch those bubbles. Getting a bit close to me there.
Lights out.
Drop the chimney on them.
Eat this!
Eat that.
Sparks and flash! Yeah. Yeah. Boom!
We haven't had to use this yet.
The dead die tricks. Life goes on.
Oh shit. Shouldn't have popped my special too early, should I?
La la la.
I ran into that, I'm an idiot.
You can't run.
Blazing delight!
Come on, Cleet. Come on, Cleet.
Judgment.
Come on, squad. Got one of them shooting at me while I'm trying to take this one down. Come on, squad. Let's go, let's go.
Out of the frying pan.
You can't run.
Let's drop a house on them. Come on.
Judgment.
We'll do this. No probs. There you go. Top level challenge complete. Give me those teeth. Give me the gold teeth. Give me the gold teeth. Top level. One of them. No gold ones. Yeah, you chuffer. Ah, you chuffer. Who needs teeth? It was their weapons, wasn't it? So this, I need gold teeth. So, it ain't good enough. What about any of these? Have any of these got any cheeky... You have to give them books, don't you? Wouldn't mind getting her leveled up at some point. They've got cheeky 3 wishes behind them, haven't they? Fancy like popping a wish off before we finish stream. Ningwang's definitely going to get enhanced at some point, isn't she? Right. She is 20 of 40. Oh, I need 2 of them. Right. 20 of 40. I need 2 of them. I was just thinking, is there anyone I could quickly ascend, grab a cheap wish out of? No, there's not, is there?
Work hard and live each day to the fullest.
The only thing is...
That is what life in Mondstadt is all about, is...
We could throw a couple at this. I don't know, you know, I don't really want to... Like, our history's bang on the 5-star. We're not likely to get anything. It's the same as not getting anything on the other one, isn't it? So, and it does up your pity regardless. Could throw a couple at this. It's a bit frivolous of me. Your cat shakes a fuzzy butt before she attacks like your dancing girl in the corner. Feline dancing. That's your... I'm just going to throw a couple at this. If you throw 10 at it, you get a guaranteed thing, don't you, son? Nothing good. It's the same as upping the pity timer for whatever the thing is we want. It's also upping the pity timer, so... That's what you got to tell yourself. And I'm not spending any primos. These are out of the Master of Star Glitter that we spent. This is three wishes. Two. Go on, pop me something off. Pop me something out now without having to go to 10. Go on, pop me something out. That's how it rolls, isn't it? That's how it rolls. I was considering saving this and buying Bedu, you know, look. I'm on 33. Master does. I was considering saving that and buying Bedu. You know, we could take a few of those, couldn't we? It's these ones we need for that big one. We've only just had, you know, bad luck on that as well, so I don't feel like doing those ones very much. Like, could have all 5 of them for 300 of these. It's no big deal, really. It's all wishes, isn't it? On this one, but we're not guaranteed to get anything good. Just thought we should finish with some wishes. If you want your Yoima, there's no reason not to. Yeah, I mean, I would be alright with getting her. I'd rather save it for something I really want. I mean, I've just upped the pity timer essentially then, haven't I? So if I hit your Yoima, I drop the pity timer again, and then when we go to the next one I really want, oh, I'm starting off with pity timer. It's no big deal. The one I would like is the opera singer, and since she's not the main thing, we could get her on a, you know, she's not the main 5-star, you could actually get her and be happy, like, that's achievable. So maybe, like, you know, do one more Primo's wish. Didn't get her though. Didn't get her. Might go to 10 and see what we get. Oh, there we go. This is it. Like, you know, Juzzy knows, right? Juzzy's been here for basically the entire playthrough. And they know, don't you? You know. You know what's happening to me here. I've had my good luck, I have. I can't complain, I've got my entire little squad. But you and I both know that on the fucking... Like, I didn't... Out of all of the ones... This is the one I've got. And it's great because it's Juzzy knows that Bennett's the best for the damage and... Actually, it's meta. I'm actually getting the best characters. In theory, I'm actually getting good luck. But for me, it feels like kicking the balls. And it's a joke kicking the balls, because I could have got Opera Singer there, or I could have got Rock God, but instead I've got Bennett. So out of those 3, I got that one, and that's that now for that banner. I'm not touching that banner again. We have got 4 of these to blast to try and make me feel better, but before we do, let's see him. Another character on the squad, Bennett.
Careful! In this kind of wind, it's easy to get hit in the head by flying rocks.
Sounds a bit not right in the head to me.
It always rains when I go on an adventure. I actually quite like cabbage. It's not much to look at, but you can't imagine a world without it. You can grow it anywhere, it goes with everything, and the flavor never gets in the way. I don't know, there's something nice about being ordinary.
Thanks, Bennett. So now we've got Bennett. I mean, he's good, he's a Pyro Sword. I want all these characters, I want them. He's a Pyro Sword. I'm not going to wish heavy for that Opera Singer, even though she's cool. I've got cool things as well. Juzzy knows. Juzzy knows what they're doing to me. Juzzy knows. They know what they're doing to me. We've got 4 more of these. We can pop these. Just sating my wish lust on debate clubs, just sating my wish list on debate clubs, and it's no big shakes. I mean, hang on, in the shop, we're only one of these big star glitters away from being able to buy Bedu outright. So, you know, maybe we'll get some of that, I don't know. That... I actually don't know, but I feel a bit bad that I've spent some primos, because we are trying to save them big for the next banner like we do, but it's only a few, isn't it? It's only a couple there. We only did 2 runs on the primos. Black Tassel. This was all purchased with Star Glitter, or Stardust or some shit. Are we gonna get lucky and hit 1 on the last wish? Come on. No. No. Crappy bow. Crappy bow. Fair enough. We got Bennett. We got Bennett. Got Bennett. They are watching me, they are. I mean, he's supposed to be, Juzzy says...
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
He's a chuffing dork, isn't he? He's a bit like me with his shorts.
Or not.
Or not. He's supposed to be good for the damage. Like, he's a support character, you pop his effects, and then your other characters do loads more damage. And I've got basically like the meta characters now. I've got the ones that do the most damage. Basically, I think... I don't follow it, but I think him, Wet Boy, Xiangling, I think that's the meta. Watch anyone playing Genshin, I doubt you'll find anyone that doesn't have Bennett in their team. There you go then, everyone's got Bennett in their team. Except, I've got him, but he's gonna...
Ow! Where did that come from?
He's gonna warm the bench for me, he's gonna sit out for a bit. I'm not keen to ascend him quickly. What does he require? I've got all this stuff, look. I'm gonna get another wish out of it. I've got all the stuff, I'm gonna get a wish. Got to give him books though, haven't we?
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Sure. Can't believe I'm doing this. Can't believe I'm doing this.
Or not.
Fucking ascending Bennett now.
I feel stronger in every sense.
Shut up.
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
He's an idiot. He's getting hit in the back of the head with rocks. Let's see what he brings us. This is what Bennett has brought us.
Don't we have a job to do?
This is what Bennett has brought us, yeah? He's give us one more wish. It's fucking rubbish, Bennett. Rubbish. Am I going in here again? I'm not, am I? Because I haven't got any more stuff. Shouldn't really spend the resin on it, should I? Not even going to bother, yeah. I can't believe I've done that, though. I've got Bennett now. I knew I shouldn't have wished on that banner, you know? I had that bad feeling about it. I was like... I even said it in a previous stream. Out of all the characters you could get, I'll end up getting Bennett. I could do 10, and you're guaranteed a 5-star, but knowing my luck, I'll get Bennett, I said. And there we are. He's on our squad. He's not running around with us yet, but he's in the you know, he's in the gang. It's just one of them, isn't it? The opera singer, they're the one I like, but... I ain't got the money, and I ain't got the primos. I've got the primos, but then I spend the primos on that, and we get the opera singer, and then the next thing comes around, I don't have the primos. So that's a bit of a shot in the foot, really, but... We're on pity time at 10 for the next thing that it brings. Bennett. Fucking Bennett. Celebrate. It's celebration, we've got a new character. Actually, we could go in this thing, can't we? Look, we can go in this thing and play with him here. This is what he looks like properly done up, isn't it? Now, we could have had her, we didn't get her. Could have had her, we didn't get her. Really outside the box, but you could have got her, didn't get her. Got this chuffer. And this is what he does. And he can hit for 2,000 there. Look at that, 5,000.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
And he's put up his thing, special thing. And I switch to her.
You're toast!
And now we're doing lots of damage. Stay in the circle, you.
Let's light it up. I'm going in. Out of the way.
Look at that. That was pretty effective, wasn't it? On the old mage. Pretty effective on the old mage.
Take cover.
Look at that. Fucking smushed him.
Everybody stand back.
Alright, so he is good. Little sword, little fire sword. Oh, he is good. He's a bit of like a Xenoblade character. He looks a bit like a Xenoblade character to me. I played Xenoblade X. He's leaning forward with his crotch. I've got him now anyway, I've got him, so, you know, what are you going to do about that? Kamaji Kanji's one of my favourite characters. I'm in a bad mood today, aren't I? Got a new character. It's just this game, it cheeks me. I mean, I'm the only person in the world who got this one and was happy with it.
1, 2, breathe.
I was looking for Klee, but when I got her, I was alright with that. Everyone else, it's like emotional damage. But for me, I'm alright with that. You know, they don't have to fucking give me Bennett, do they? They didn't have to give me Bennett as well. Really chuffing right. Last one, wasn't it? The last one we had the duplicate of her. We had the duplicate of Lisa before that, and you're like, oh, it's good, well done, clever luck, constellation. People don't like, she's not, doesn't come up a lot. I haven't had Amber, which I'd actually be happy with. Bennett though. Got him 3 times. Bennett. So Toma 3 times. I know what would happen if I wished on that banner. I'd get Bennett full constellation. I don't want that. I'll leave it well alone now. Once bitten, twice shy. I'm leaving that banner well alone. Your Ema's just a Bennett trap. Got all his ranking up to do, all his stuff. All his talents. Got all that to do. He's going to be at the back of the queue though. Next on the list is her. She's on the way up. Need a few of these books. And Gravekipper, we're feeding books into Gravekipper. We're going to try and get a few of them above level 80, ascended past, and she's ready to go. We just need the books. So I shouldn't have just fed them to Chuffing Bennett. Because this weekend she's going to go past 80. He's going to go past 80. And I think she's going to go past 80. He might take a few boss kills. A couple more boss kills. But this weekend, 3 of them are going to go past 80. And then chasing up the next level is Diona. And that means that, like, in terms of 2 full squads, I've got you, top liner. You're a top liner. You're a top liner. She's in the top line now, 70 of 80, with a weapon that's 80 of 90. She's in the top liner. He's a top liner. She's a top liner. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Noelle is a top liner. Is slightly falling behind 70 of 80 though. 7, 8, 9. Lisa has to count 10. So does Amber 11. So we've got 11 top line players there. We need 2 8s. Sorry, 2 8s. We need 2 4s, don't we? For the Spiral Abyss, you actually need 2 4s. 8. I've got 11. 12 with the owner on her way up. Then I'm going to say, like, that's my full squad. You know, they're my full squad of characters. They're my mains. The others are frills and fun. Kaching, Fischl, she's already at 50. And Ningwang of the Qixing, I want them next. And then it'll be followed by Toma and Bennett, who are like the backup boys. They're like the 2 chuffers that I got by mistake. But what it does allow me to do, that I am impressed with already. Like, bear in mind I'm free to play, remember, aren't I? I'm free to play. So, what I'm impressed with already is that
Foraging for ingredients.
as a free-to-play player, bear in mind I could have, if I wanted to, I could have thrown a few of my primos in still. I've got them saved up in the bank. Not many, but maybe another 20 on that banner. Probably get 2 characters out of that. You know, 20 or 30 on that banner. Like, look how we're doing with characters. It's going quite well, isn't it? You can't see him because of that dancer. It's going quite well. We've got quite a selection. I'm now able, if I want, to go fire, fire, fire. I mean, they're not ready
this time.
Thomas not ready for action, but fire. If you know, if I wanted to go a different way, I could just go
hold you back.
all fire characters, and Amber's not amongst them. So I've got loads of fire characters now. It's one of them things. Or I could say I've got Cryo.
I will bring my notebook.
Cryo.
Ready when you are.
Where are you, Chuffer? Cryo, like...
Sooner we're done, the better.
I could nearly all main Cryo. I've got 2 animos. Kipper can, you know, multitask. Oh no, I can. I've got all Cryo. Look, hang on. I can do all Cryo.
Need my help as usual?
Full Cryo squad if I wanted. It's interesting, isn't it? I think it's quite cool. I wouldn't have expected I'd have that facility, even though I'm not really going to want to use it. I'm going to want to mix and match and have a bit of different here and there. But I've got 3 using Kipper Animo characters. I've got 1, 2... Let's put the Electro team together. Let's see the Electro team.
Let's go. Time is against us.
You're Electro. And I've got 4 5-stars. Hang on. Electro.
We're going to hunt.
Electro.
Here, let me help you.
Have I got 1 more? Yeah.
Behold, the Prinzessin der Verurteilung.
Yeah, and I got a full fire squad, a full electro squad, a full cryo squad. Geo, oh yeah, we can full squad it. 1, 2, no we can't, 3 with Kipper. And Animo, we've got 3. But we're close. And Hydro, luckily, I've only got 2. Barbara and Wet Boy. I mean, Wet Boy's been really useful. He's been really useful. And he's an aggressive Hydro character. Barbara would wet things up so I could freeze them, but it wouldn't be as aggressive, would it? So I'm happy with him. Maybe I could have pulled another couple of... Maybe I could switch out Bennett for a nice Hydro, you know, another aggressive Hydro character. But other than that, I've got a really good array of the different weapons. I've got an array of the different... Here's the other thing we can do, isn't it, that I like to do, is we can go by weapons, can't we? Although I don't know off the top of my head exactly who's got what here, but we do little swords.
Just what will we come across this time?
May knowledge guide you.
Bennett is a little sword now, isn't he?
You want me on your team?
And I think she's a little sword, isn't she? Well, she is.
I'm here.
And I got an array of little swords there. If I wanted everyone with the little swords out, got a full deck of them. I've got bows and arrows.
The hunt begins.
I like doing it like this as well, you see.
Leave it to me.
It's kind of fun. I've only got 2 bows and arrows, haven't I? I thought one of these Electro was a bow and arrow, but she's also a little sword, isn't she? Official's a bow and arrow, I think.
In the name of the Prinzessin.
So I could do it like that. You know, I'm getting quite an ability to mix and match with my characters. Let's just put all my top line up then. My top line, let's do it in terms of level. What's going on? Quality. Getting confused now. Let's put all my 5-stars together.
Yeah, let's go on a big adventure.
She's a 5-star, is she?
Something's come up.
I didn't realise that. She's a gold one.
This world is
Like, in
full
theory,
of
they're my
unsolved
best.
mysteries.
Like, if I rank them up to the top, they're my best. Official's a bow. Sorts by current party first, then the sort. Right. Right. Well, in theory, they're my best ones, aren't they? If Kaching is also a gold, like, in theory, they would be my... Like, they're not the total best ranked at the moment, but if I rank them all up, like, they'd be my 5-stars. Or a team of 5-stars. It's pretty cool. Cryo, Electro, Pyro, and Gravekipper. Like, that's a variety as well. That'd make quite a strong squad, I reckon. Maybe I should look at ranking her up a bit more. And then in terms of who I think is my hard hitters, I mean, I'd put him in.
May knowledge guide you.
Her.
Just sharpen my spear.
And then it's telling me that actually if I do what level, or they can tell me attack, can't it? Attack. So it's telling me that it can't be these 2, they're just the ones that are in the squad. It's you, Sayu, hang on, swap you for Kipper. Who's next?
Sleepy.
It's Klee. It's Klee's next. I thought it would be Rosie, but it's actually Klee is next on the list for attack.
Yeah, let's go on a big adventure.
That's my top line attack. It's weird, isn't it? She's next, so let's swap somebody out for her. Let's swap Wet Boy out for her, maybe.
Sooner we're done, the better.
Then he'll be next on the list. I just can't get my head whether... Oh, it doesn't matter.
May
So.
knowledge guide you.
So I should be thinking more about mixing and matching my setup a bit. I mean, I can think about that more in the future when we add more books. When we feed them more books. Because at the moment, quite a bunch of them are not on this. And it's interesting with that mix and match. Bennett, Toma weren't getting much of a look in. Ningwang wasn't getting much of a look in. But Kaching rose to prominence there a little bit. She stood out as being a character that maybe he's got more... Like, she's a 5-star for basically, so maybe I should be looking into her more to level her up a bit more. It's the Kipper next on the list, though. But yeah, man, it's cool, isn't it? Waifu Simulator, collecting my characters. But I'm thinking in terms of mixing and matching a group for fighting and the different utilities they have and how it combines. I think that's really interesting, layering up the elements, getting those bonuses from having like 2 pyro characters on. It's all jerking about on screen now for some reason. Getting that bonus for having all the pyro characters on or what have you. Getting those elemental effects popping off. That all sounds like fun to me. Going on there. I unlocked a Hydro Hypostasis. There's 2 more Primos. Or 1 more Primos. No achievements. I've got some mail. Doesn't matter, it's probably someone's birthday. Done on my book. In terms of Primos as well, although I just spent some, we're at 6,900, so we're basically at 7,000, which is what we were at really. It wasn't that far out. We still need 20,000, so it's not a big deal. And we got Bennett. We did spend our... we had bought some with the... What is this? Star Glitter. Yeah, we bought some with the Star Glitter. We used those. So officially we did spend 5 as well, which is, you know, that was a choice. Now I'm looking here as well, actually. Look, Royal Longsword, Royal Greatsword, Royal Grimoire. 4-star weapon for 24. I could just buy that off the shop. Now I appreciate the value of these weapons, because they are probably quite good, aren't they? What's this one do? Upon damaging an opponent, increases crit rate. That's fucking brilliant. And the attack is the thing that you... Oh, that's good. I might be tempted by some of these weapons off the shop here. Not for money, but for this that we earn from doing the wishes. You know, they're actually not bad, those weapons. Increased crit rate. I might be tempted by one of them. But the thing I can't get instead is a Bidou. And I think, you know, I don't know who's coming next on this list. But Bidou was on my list, and there she is. So if I can pop her, I'd rather do that. But I'm not going to get any more of this Star Glitter, I don't think, unless... It just has to happen the way it has to happen. If I end up with the 1 more Star Glitter I need to get Bidou, I get Bidou. I think that's what we do, isn't it? Makes sense to me. You know, smoke them if you got them. And then worry about weapons in the future another time, but at least there's a good option there. If I'm looking at a character with no book, I can get the Royal Grimoire. It's actually good. Attack as a percentage, base attack goes up when you rank it up, and as you rank it up, the increased crit rate by 8% is even more and more useful. Like, that's good. I'm not really tempted to spend on these things, because you just get those in the game, don't you? You just grind them up, but a weapon, like, out of nowhere, a good one. Don't forget to hit the button. I want to hear the hours of dog moaning. Yeah. Nice to see you, Juzzy. Just get a constellation. You'll get a Star Glitter. Yeah, just get another constellation. Just how that happens, isn't it? Oh, nice to see you. Sorry, nice to see you, Snippies. And yeah, I'm going to get off now as well, because I'm coming to the end of the stream. I'm just doing a bit of, you know, chatter towards the end of this one. We did a double stream today, and tomorrow we've got another big day of Genshin Impact, because tomorrow I've got to learn how to deal with the anti-Raiden Shogun Training. Which seems like a bit of a nightmare to me, but I've got to learn how to do it in order to, you know, forget ascending characters. I've got to ascend to anti-Rogun, Shigun, Demolition. You know, I've got to be able to do that. Oh no, don't attack me, don't attack me. I'm not in the mood now, chuffers. Going to Mondstadt. Not getting attacked now by the Chuffers. These two are still here. The game's going a bit jerky for me. I don't know why that's happening. I do like to, you know, at the end of a session, I like to up the characters in some way. But I think I've been doing it along the way, really. Wonder if anyone's got any talents that I've got some books for that. Freedoms. But I would give freedoms to you, wouldn't I? Yeah, freedoms as well. So I could do one of these things. I don't know what's better, to the normal attack. Or the big attack, you know, and the Jumpty Dumpty. Or the normal. I've got to do them all anyway, so... Nice. That's a step forward. They're at level 6s for him. She's at level 6s. She needs a few. One more guide to light required. Grave Kipper, we just saw that we spent those. She's all at 6s. Niall's falling behind here. I'll give her one. And I'll feed her a book. Way. But she's falling behind. We still need to collect up some more of those guide to resistance. These are all 6s. These are 5s and some 6s, so close. Resistance. Sharing the same books. What about you, Lisa? 3s and 4s, not so good. Guide to ballads. Just used yours. And about yours, you're on freedoms. Yeah, little acceleration, little step forward there. And if anything, I could, you know, one of these books can easily be given. There's not much point in wasting all this little crap on it, like pumping the little crap, but these crystals and a bit of Mora, you know, it's what it's there for, isn't it? Burning my Mora. There we go. And that shows me that I now need Monday, Thursday, Sunday. Decacabrin stream. But there's another... I've got all the rest of the stuff. I've got the horns. Got that. So what's actually happening now is as we're pushing this 80 to 90 level, we're not that far off. Like, some of my weapons are basically ascended. Just got to get a few of those. Some of my characters are basically ascended. Just got to get a couple of those. Let's see how many of those we've got, actually, while we're here. How many reds? Bet I haven't got none. I crafted those recently. How many reds? Looking for big reds. Nope, can't even craft one. So it's all about getting down this boss. Now this will happen this weekend. We'll kill that twice tomorrow. We'll kill that twice tomorrow. Maybe again on Sunday. And then we'll have those characters ascended. And the weapons will come along. Everything's coming along nicely, isn't it? Our Inazuma progress has taken us to these islands now. Now if you imagined we came here and we hadn't unlocked anything. Because what I did is we came here and then I went around and I unlocked all the islands, had a good look at them all. Didn't I? I wanted to see what they're all like and just have a look at it. So I did. But what you would normally do is the game would get you bit section by section, and as you do one section, we went. So we've done this. So we've got 2 more big islands. It's taken us out to here now, hasn't it? We've seen that. Doing business over here. Training and all that is going on up here. So actually these islands down here, this one and this one, that's where we've got, you know, end stage business, I imagine. But we haven't visited them yet, so it kind of shows me there's still quite a lot to do. So we've got more business tomorrow, and we're doing quite well. August is going to tick by quite quick, and as long as we keep things in hand. The other 2 aren't part of the Archon quest, they have their own world quest that aren't voiced, sadly. Ah, that's a shitter. Because I hate, you know, the non-voiced ones are a bit of a shame. But that's good in a way, though, because at least I feel less, like, worried about the stress of getting it all done. Once we've completed the main quest, you know, we're ready set up for the next, the next expansion. All the side quests and all that, we will do them all. I'm sure I'm enjoying it all, but I'll feel less stressed about doing it, so that'll be a big relief for me. I think we're in good time. I think we're making good time, but I just want to make sure we keep on it so that we don't fall behind in any way. They're as good as the Archon quest, but they're not voiced, yeah. The quests will be fun then, we'll do them, but like me reading them all out and like having to click through it all will be a bit of a chuffer. I was surprised with their choices too, because a lot of that voice, like we just watched, remember earlier today I did the first stream and I went through the fucking in the Golden Apple Archipelago, we went and did this stuff on the Immonactrite Keep, and I watched like plays, and there were crows, and the crows had all been voice acted, and all of the plays had been voice acted. Like, oh my god. I didn't know the ones in the chasm weren't voiced. I can't remember, because I've done a couple, half of them, and then I thought this is a bit actual, like maybe I should be doing this on stream. I thought it was just a little side area, but it wasn't. But yeah, I've still got the chasm to finish off on stream. But the Immonactrite Keep, that was all voice acted. All that wandering visions, collecting conches, all that's been voice acted. And I don't know, I'd rather, instead of voice acting all those crows and all of that, whatever the fuck that was, going to watch all those theatre productions and choosing which one was the dragon, you could have binned all that off and just voice act, like you said, the things in Inazuma that were good, voice act them. And it doesn't have to be like, you know, not ever done. You could just do it in your, like you're a big company with loads of material, loads of property, loads of resources, that's the word I'm looking for. You know, just get it done. Anything that's not voice acted in game, absolutely anything. Don't care what it is. I don't care if it's about file sizes or anything. Get it done. Anything that's not voice acted. All of it. Aim for all of it. Put that as a goal. Open a department in your, you know, if you have to, I say this about these companies all the time, and people, I was told that it's not really the case that you can just throw more, at some point in computing, it's a matter of processing power, size of file, whatever. It's not a question of throw more people at it, but if you had a department whose sole job was to just come up, like you said, look, everyone's doing a really good job on this game. I think we would like to try and voice act everything. And they say, oh, that's too much. We're already working hard. It's too much. But the Japanese voice is over 9 gig, right? Yeah. So it is about file sizes. Here's another question. Is there a way to get that down? You know, is there a way? I don't know. Is there some way of doing it? Whatever it is. Yeah. And also, here's another question. Could you revise some of the stories, some of the script? Could you revise the script so that it could be voice acted, but the words, you know, there were less of them? Maybe that's an option. Whatever it is, put your fucking giant resource money company behind it and just get it done. I don't have to worry about the 9 gig and all that. Like, don't make a silly choice like, right, it's going to be a big file size, just don't do it, leave it. And you can't tell me that, and at the same time I'm on this fucking Immonactrite Keep and I'm listening to crows doing a bloody, like, you can't tell me that it's not possible to voice act like some side quests in Inazuma some of the side quests in Mondstadt, when I can come here to these giant archipelago. Like, why are they little islands? No, they're just giant fucking endless goings on. There's all chests here I still haven't got. And I can come here and go to the theatre in 4 different locations and not just sit through, but actually interact with, change the events of the play. I've just put myself through all of this, and you're going to tell me, oh, there's some really good quests in Inazuma, but we couldn't get a Paimon for them. Couldn't have Paimon for them. You'll have to just click through it yourself. I mean, this is temporary, yeah, this is temporary. But yeah, they could make it optional, like an optional download or what, you know. I'm not a computer expert. I don't have to fix that end of the bargain. But you can't tell me in today's day and age that a few more voice acting lines in the game weren't possible. Sacrifices must be made. Chuff out all the voice acting. That can't be that the answer. Maybe they could do some things like, you know, like Inazuma contains a lot of voice acting. When you're in Inazuma, would you like to download the Inazuma voice acting file? It's quite big. You don't need it to play the game. You can delete it later. So, you know, while you're in Inazuma, here's the download, and then once you've done it, get rid of that. You know, maybe that, or like, you know, so you don't keep going back and forth to Mondstadt to Leeway. Like, get all the Leeway voice acting done, put it in. And then once I've done all of Leeway, I don't have to have that voice acting file there anymore. I'm not going to keep talking to the people. They're done. Get rid of it. Put in something else. You know, maybe there's a way of rotating the data. I'm not an expert, so I don't know if they do this already, but once I've spoken to somebody, like here, I'm assuming that all the code for the theatre production is still there in the game. You know, I had to download whatever I had to download to play it. I'm assuming it's still all in there. But can't you program something in, like self-destructing code, where once the character has talked to the character and the voice acting has been delivered, and I'm never going to do that quest again because it's gone, it deletes the code? Do you know what I mean? So it just reduces the size of the file as it goes. Like, maybe there's a big download initially, but as you talk to people, the size of the file just gets smaller and smaller. And then the new stuff is able to be downloaded on top because you've got more space. I don't know. I'm not a fucking technical coder. But there's an option. Code that in with your clever brains. I don't know. The thing is, I just think it's a shame. Because, certainly for stream, it's much better when they voice act it. Even though I skip through it. Ugh. That's mine anyway. Get off that. It's mine. And that sweet flower there. That's mine. Had we better do some cooking? I don't really want to finish stream yet. I know I have to, but not really ready to finish. Not really ready in my brain. It's past midnight. Maybe I'll do a hand of Hearthstone to finish. But what was the other thing I was going to do? I was going to do some cooking. I'm vegan. I want to continue the vegan playthrough because I just want to be vegan. I don't want to have to cook crabs and all sorts of stuff. But one of these achievements involves cooking food. Master 40 recipes for primos. I know 47 different recipes, so I can do this. But I'm only 21 out of 40, so I've got to cook some food. You've got to go. Alright. Is that because I mentioned Hearthstone? Is that scared you off? Do you hate Hearthstone? It's alright if you tell me. It's alright, I don't have to play it on this stream ever. Or is it because of the cooking? But what I've got to do is I've got to learn some of these recipes and cook manually until I've learned how to cook it proficiently. And when I've cooked it proficiently, then I get no bonus for this. Alright. Once I've cooked it manually and I hit proficiency. It's always good to have you here, Juzzy. I'll see you on the next stream, I hope. Once I've cooked it proficiently, then I've learned it, and I've got to do that 40 times with all the different foods. So this isn't really good quality content, is it, this? This is just me pressing the button, it keeps going, perfect! But I've got to do it. nearly missed that one. It was exciting. The excitement. Success. See, I was trying to push it right to the edge. Perfect, that's what you want. I don't know what the difference is. But eventually, once you've done it perfectly enough times, you're proficient, and then you can auto-cook. But I'm not bothered about that. It's just learning all the dishes. So I'm going to have to cook all the non-vegan dishes. I need another... After this, I need another 18. So I should really be collecting all the meat and stuff. Which is a bit of a shame, but... Automatic cooking obtained. There we go, done. So what else can I not automatically cook? See that? I've never cooked one sticky honey roast. So... Even though it's not vegan, now I have to cook a load of these. Get Ning Wang doing it. She's the top of the chi sing. She'd never be doing the cooking. Paimon's going to love that. 15 button presses of this. And then... Obviously, I'm not going to do this anymore. But imagine like that, and I've got to do it with 40. So, like that one, cold cut platter, for example. I've never got any ham. I've never got any bacon. I've got to get loads of ham and bacon and do 15 dishes of that. So I've got... Not so I've got them, so don't want them. I'm vegan, but... You know, I'm happy with these things which are vegan. They're good for me. But... I need to be proficient in 40 dishes so I can get the primos, so that's to do as well. That'll take you a bit of time. Yeah, it feels like a good time to alight now, doesn't it? It feels like a good time to adjourn. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch off Genshin and just play a couple of games of Hearthstone to let my brain breathe for a second. It's not officially a Hearthstone stream. If you want to quit, confirm. It's not a Hearthstone stream, but I just want to play a couple of games of Hearthstone on stream, just for the kicks. That's gone. Let's see if this works. Hearthstone. Bathstone. That worked. Or is it messing us about again?
Welcome to the end, friend.
It doesn't appear to be working. What's it do? Oh, Genshin's still on. Got you. Okay. Little bit of cheeky Hearthstone. And I've just been playing this imp deck that we put together. Last I was talking about the imp deck, I'll show you quickly actually. The last we were talking about the imp deck, we were talking about this top end, and I was saying I don't know about the top end, because we put in... where are you, Chuffer? There, we put in Nero. If your deck's empty, open a portal, it fills your board with imps. But like, I don't think we need top end, because if you're not dead by turn 4, I'm doing my job wrong with this deck. And the other thing, I thought it was all about flooding the board, but actually, what it's all about is the Vial Library, and I've got a gold one now, so let's put the gold one in. The Vial Library buffs a character. If you've got a character on board, it's a bit like in a fire deck. If you've got a character on board, the Vial Library can buff it, and then, you know, don't leave an imp on board because I will smash you in the face with it. It'll be a big one as well. And so on top of that, I was looking for something at the top end to finish the game out if we'd done a bit of damage, but we were getting towards those higher mana turns, and our opponents were starting to do big things, and we've only got little things. So I figured out if I pop a couple of naval mines in, I get a death rattle going off, deal 4 damage to the enemy hero. And that's good because it deals damage to the enemy hero. But on top of that, I can use this Tamsin's Phylactery, and I can give all my minions that death rattle. So if I can pump out a load of imps, which I can, and I can give them all deal 4 damage to my opponent, then I basically can kill my opponent with that death rattle. And I can use Dreadlich Tamsin, depending on the way the game goes, depending on the flow of the game, to kill off my own board and ensure that happens. So this deck's actually a bit naughty. It's the basic imp deck that other people are playing, but with a few changes from me. And I think those changes make it better. The meta might have settled now. The imp deck might not be so good. We'll just see what happens, and then I'll show you a wild version. But you might also notice we're now at gold level. And because I came back after a year off, you know, I lost all my stars and all that. Started last season up just to get the free packs, and then lost all my stars. But I've gone from silver 7 to gold 3 in like 2 days. So this is not a bad deck, this. Since we're going second, I got the coin. I was looking for something, and I think we found it. Depends on what my opponent does here, because my opponent's also an imp deck. So it depends on what they do, whether, you know, it's just about the luck of who gets off first here. I think we're alright. I'd rather have a nice 3-drop that can pump, but it's all about being a big pumper. So we're going to see what we get on board and get sticky. That's an issue to me now, because I'm going to need to use my coin straight off. I need something to stick. I need something to stick. I'm going to get the library out next, and then whatever's on board, I can pump with the library if there's something on board. And if there's not, what I'm thinking I would like to do, I haven't got the right cards here in my hand, I'm going to lose this one probably, but I'd like to get the library on board, something to stick, and then pump out loads of imps. That's a bit of an issue to me. So I'm not going to get this library to stick. I've got a question now. Do I beef this boy up with the library now? Next turn I can summon 4 imps. But if this is not sticky, it's no good to me. So I'm actually going to beef this up now. And trade. I want to keep my opponent's imp count down, because that's what's going to cause me problems when they get their library on the go. They've got a big number of imps, it's an issue, but I'm going to have a big number of imps, that's going to be an issue to them. We've both got loads of imps, mate. The issue they've got is that next turn I can do a big buff because I've already got my library on board, but the issue I've got is they're going to drop their library now and do a big buff. It's swings and roundabouts when you're playing the mirror match. You got to try and make sure that you're ahead on imp count, and see what happens with this. See, I'm ahead on imp count now. I've got a nice number of imps on board. This is infused. They're too slow now. I don't care what they do now. They're too slow. Too slow. It's a lot of imps, but it's too slow now. Watch. This is infused, so I'm going to go like this. And then nice big 7/7. That should go to face, really. But because of the danger of my opponent, like, all the advantages in the number of imps you've got on board. So I'm actually going to trim up their imps. I don't know if that's right or not. It gives me more chance to use this next turn. And they're probably going to use this, or they're going to use the library. The number of imps give you demons +2/+2. So now they're harder to kill. So I'm glad I took them out then, because it was easier to kill them then. Do you see what I mean? I don't run this. I find it too situational. It's not actually an imp, and it's a 5-cost card. So, you know, I did my best to keep their imp count down, but I've got the better board at the moment, and they can trade, but I've still got the better board, I think. Well, no, not quite, but we'll see what happens here now. Right, I can draw, deal damage, summon imps. I think that's what I'm going to do. See what else we get here. If I get a library, obviously that's going down, but no library, which is a shame. And that's the only card I've got that I can infuse. I'd rather have the other infusion option on board, but I'm going to do this damage. 3 to a minion. See, that's not an imp. That's a 4/4, but it's not an imp. 3 to a minion. Raise 2 more imps, yeah? Is that important, or should I trade that? It's important. Let's get them on the board now. Stay ahead on board. And it's only the imps that I need to worry about. That's not an imp. They can trade me with it and all that. It's on board, it's an issue, but it's not an imp. So if you want to use your library, you can buff it and make it bigger. But at the moment, you can only do it if you've got more imps on board. I've got more imps on board.
Why do you call?
And that's why I don't run this. My opponent's running out of steam. That's quite good. Dealing the damage and summoning the Void Walkers is quite handy for me at the moment. This would be good, but it's not infused. I'm definitely going to trade that into that and that into that. And then want to kill one more imp, aren't I? So I'm going to use this. And then even if they do buff something and go into me, I've got 2 taunts up. And I want to get that on the board. That's part of my endgame strategy if we get there. So sometimes I want to get that on the board, but really this is going to do a lot more damage. So I'm going to drop this. I could hit that, but there's no point because this is going to do me less damage there. So I'm going to deal the damage to one of these imps. I am going to trade that because it's a favourable trade, a 1/1 for a 1/4, but I could have took out one more imp. And we know that the danger is that they get that card where they can draw off the imp, so the more imps the better for them. You know, here they can knock through these 2 taunts with these 2 imps. I don't run that. It's not going to help them here. Let's see how this goes. That's going to pull me something. This is infused, but it's a bit slow. What I need to do, they've got no cards in hand, so what I really need to do is just control the board the best I can and make sure there's something on board to maintain pressure. So if I can draw the library, I'm in a much better position. So let's draw the library. Let's draw the library. Thank you very much. And then that goes down, and what should we make big? I've got 1, 2, 3, so that's going to be +3, +3, +4, +4 it's going to do. It's got to be one of these that I can do something with, and it'll be a 5. I mean, I want to kill that ideally, don't I? Because that's got the biggest health score. I mean, I can trade that into that, so I just trade that into that. Oh, no, 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 no! I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have traded before I did the buff. That was stupid. That was stupid. But now I'm ahead on board, really. You know, I kind of am. I've got the library down for the next time I want to use it. I've got the imps in hand for the next time I want to use it. I'd like to get that out and get it done so I can phylactery if I need to. But they're going to do damage to themselves. As I've just got to keep ahead on board. There they go, drawing the cards. That's annoying. Because now, you know, that's a bit irrelevant what I was just saying, because they've got the ammunition. But they're going to trade me. That's cool. I can't infuse that. I haven't got enough stuff on board. I do want to make something big. That's not ready till next turn. I'm going to get that out. Like I said, I want that out there. And I'm going to put stuff on board. And I'm going to trade the imp. This could get quite big if they can flood the board with imps, so maybe I should have traded that, but, you know, its power is in the imps, so if I trade the imps, like I keep saying, in the mirror match, I believe that's where the control is. That's where the power lies. There's their library, that's not a good look for me. But fortunately, whatever they do with their library, I should be able to, you know, have a go at it next turn. Because that shouldn't do me too much damage. I could be in a bad position here, actually. Could be in a bad position. Can I clear their library? I can certainly flood with imps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, I need to infuse 1. 7. 0, it gives me +1. I need to hit for 7. 6 +1. It'll be 5, won't it? Let's just do this. It doesn't matter what I trade, does it? Yeah, because I'm going to get my bigger imps off this, aren't I? Or do I need that? I need to clear 2 of these, so this is going to... I'm going to just trade this. I'm going to infuse these. So now I can fit 1 more thing on board, and it wants to be an imp, yeah? No, I can't fit 1 more thing on board. I'm an idiot. So now I'm going to make this big. Ah, it's a 6, not a 7. Bollocks, I'm an idiot because I didn't figure it out properly. I could have done with my Tamsin. But I'm threatening 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm threatening lethal. Unless they can do 1 more damage to me, I'm threatening lethal, so they have to control my board. There they go, they can do the damage, I'm dead. Oh, I kind of fucked that up, I think. But, you know, it's a bit of luck, isn't it? Out of the 2 cards in hand. Well played me, well played you, you know. Out of the 2 cards in hand, 1 of them had to be that library, otherwise you're dead. So, well done on playing the library. Same with me, you know, I played the library and I was doing well. I do think the well playeds and all that come out really, or maybe they're trying to be polite, you know, well played, but actually it's just kind of comes across as rude. But this is it in wild. Bear in mind that deck has got me like, I must have been like 20-3 with it, like huge win rate.
Versus Nemzi.
And we didn't get to see its big trick, so we might play it a couple more times. This is an awful hand. Equally quite a bad hand. I want to see that library.
I see you brought guests.
Should smash this person's face in. No library, so I'm just going to drop that. I'd like to have the thing that I can infuse. I mean, it's quite possible I get done by a Defile against this opponent, but if so, we get the naval mine in the pit, hopefully. I'm hoping I can get a card I can infuse off the top. Or the library. Nope, but that'll do. I'm not going to drop the mine. I'm going to draw the cards. There we go. You might notice I've got a different imp in this because it's wild. That's stealth. You drop that on turn 1. No one can kill it. It's an imp on board. You get your library out next. You're well on the way. And we might... There's my phylactery. That's not useful till later. I'm going to summon some copies of... imps. This is good because later on when you use your Rafam, they're better imps that come back bigger. And realistically, they're the same as this. Summon 4 1/1s. Summon 4 1/1s or summon 2 2/2s. It's the same in stats, really. It's actually the same in stats. But arranged slightly differently, so it's equally strong as this. When you're trying to get the library on the go, this is much more important because it's numbers on board. But I've been running it. That demolished me, didn't it? That demolished me. I had nothing infusing here. There's the library finally. So what I want is something on board that sticks. I'm going to make it look like I'm running out and I'm using my button. I should have pressed the button before I dropped the things, but hopefully this is a bit sticky. It doesn't look that offensive. It's a stealthy imp, so it can't be directly attacked.
There is so much untapped power in this world. From the void, I come.
I don't like the look of that. I've got a sea giant there, look, but I'm going to drop this. That doesn't count for the sea giant, which is a bit disappointing. Going to pop 4, 1, 2, 3, and that would be 7. So maybe I want to drop this as well. Just to get something stronger on the board as well as these. And then I'm going to give it to this one, because I actually want this to die. I want this to be the main target. Hopefully they don't silence it or anything, but I want to get it in the gene pool so that it can become... like I can use that phylactery on it. As soon as that's dead, I can use the phylactery on all these imps, and then my opponent's in the shit. Don't even have to get that killed, you know, for the lifesteal to go off. I just want them to make sure they kill that naval mine. They're not killing the naval mine. Maybe I shouldn't have made it so big. I'm an idiot. Maybe I shouldn't have made it so big. So I actually want it to die, you know. Actually, I can use my Tamsin, and that'll get it killed. But I was going to use my Tamsin to trigger this. Sorry, where's my phylactery? To trigger the death rattles on them. But I don't really want this to die, you see. I don't know where we're going now. Probably drop that out. That's not useful for the next till another turn. Probably pop that. Drop that. Draw and then drop that. And I'll kill that. Because you'll get your lifesteal, yeah? I might use the imp as well, what the fuck. You'll get your lifesteal, but hopefully we get it killed with our, you know, hopefully we kill the lifesteal and then it's gone, and then we can use our tactic. I mean, it might be that it's too much health for me to deal with. I hope they're not stream sniping me.
Precision. Perfection.
Trying to stay alive, aren't they? Look, the chuffers. I don't like the look of that lifesteal. That could screw us. Because we need, like I said, I don't really want to go long with this deck. I want to get them dead. Get them done. Okay, that's in. Might be able to get there. That's all the lifesteal plus Ziliax, but that's all the lifesteal plus Ziliax. So I need to... I want as many minions on board. So I'm going to do this. 4. And it might seem counterintuitive. But I want them to die. So now we've got 4, 8, 16, 21 damage on them if they'd all die. So all we need to do is hit for 1. I've got a spell that can hit for 1 to face. Maybe I should have had more damage on board. You see, I could have had more on board. There's another library, so this is about to get messy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll be plus 7. And I want to hit for 9 there, so... yeah, maybe I'll just do this. Smash that. Now I'm just going to clear everything off with Tamsin. That's a bit of a shame, because they would have, you know, appeared on the board. There you go. See, that's a bit effective, isn't it? It's nearly, it's not a one-turn kill, because I didn't do it properly, but, you know, in theory, and that's a free imp. You can play it on turn 1 along with the others. You can get the board flooded a bit quicker. In theory, you know, she's got to do something now, or she's going to get hit in the face with this and die. So we'll see what happens. And I've got one more naval mine. And I really need to go to the toilet. I need to take a bathroom break. I'm gonna have to quickly go.
You'd make a cute puppet.
What is taking so long?
Obey me! Forged in blood and shadow.
What is taking so long?
Bask in my greatness! I am only more deadly.
Sure, send the lift guy.